We're going for the sad mood lighting for this one because this is legitimately a funeral for over $100,000. Alpha Magic the Gathering. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I'll tell you. It's like the most expensive thing to buy, like a sealed Alpha starter deck. It's up there with like a first edition Pokemon, like Shadowless base set, that kind of stuff. It is like holy grail for collecting. Last year, we opened one, and it was a really like kind of juiced pack. Like we got some good hits from it. It was a lot of fun. So we wanted to do it again this year, and thus I had another Alpha starter deck. We brought out Pay Money Wubby again, the boy wonder himself. And I'm just going to spoil it now. It's already spoiled in the video title. This is perhaps the worst recorded Alpha starter deck opening ever without it being a scam. Everything in this seems legitimate. It doesn't seem like it was repacked or anything. There's nothing like super fishy about it. I think it is just statistically the worst possible box you could ever open of an Alpha starter deck. And we got to capture this tragedy on camera. And I'm happy to share it with all of you. One of these goes for like $100,000. If not more, depending on who you're buying it from. So this is legitimately the biggest possible waste of money imaginable. Hey, it's the Alpha Box. We're back. It's been a year and some change. We brought in the magic guy himself.
I'm the magic guy?
The magic guy, Wubby. He's back.
Hey guys, we're back.
We got this box from him a year and a half ago.
It's the same box?
Yeah. When we just started playing this goofy little card game.
We pulled nice cards and we had no idea what to be excited about.
Yeah.
You were shaking and we were like, whoopee!
I want you to know times have changed. I'm a colder man now, and
Yep.
I'm not going to shake.
That's good.
I'm excited for whatever
We
happens.
now know what's in there. Still probably will be like, whoopee!
Yeah. I've also lost knowledge since then. I was
Really?
way more prepared the first time, and now I kind of don't remember shit.
I didn't want to say anything, but it did feel like that when you came in.
Yeah.
This guy got stupider.
This guy doesn't know shit anymore.
This isn't the same guy from last year.
All right, so you brought this last time too. This was the second one that Charlie decided he wanted both then and there.
Yeah, he's even dated May 2024.
May 2024.
You can't just print those either. That's like official.
That's true. Yeah, it's laser etched on the bag. All right, open her up.
Wait. While
Oh,
exploring their barn, can I say that?
Yeah.
While exploring their barn, I found smelling salts, which I've never done, and I'm gonna make everybody do it before. We need to lock in.
We gotta get excited.
Go ahead.
Me first. Well, you've never done them. You go first.
I need to see how deep to put my nose in.
Oh no, just guess.
Well, that's crazy.
There's no wrong answer with smelling salts.
Ooh, and now nobody else do it.
These are not that strong
They're not?
as far as
So I
smelling
could
salts
get
go.
in there.
You could.
You smelled stinky instead of pain.
Yeah,
Or
it's-
not,
it felt stinky.
stimulation.
It felt
Is it not
stinky.
supposed to smell stinky?
It's supposed to like stimulate you. You do it for like a
Let me
big
get
lift or like he said on hockey shifts.
Oh God!
That one hit harder. They're activating. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Legitimately,
It feels like I shouldn't breathe that. Oh, more.
Yeah, see, he's already getting used to it.
Ooh, hold
it
on.
locks you in though, right?
It's opening his fucking.
How much
neurons
can I
again.
do before I start to like die?
It says 2.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I want to do one more. Should I not? Is this crazy?
No,
You can do smelling salts. You can smell till the cows come home.
It's making my eye twitch.
It kills some brain cells, not too many. Isn't that funny how that's the reaction though? Like,
It's good though. Ooh. Go again.
Let me. Yeah, they're
Open this pack.
They're a little skunks.
maybe we could see if somebody can go pick up some high-end ones for the next video.
Yeah.
Because you'll fucking snap your
What if
head
you
back.
do like a line of it?
Ooh, that last one.
That might kill you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
That last one was
smelling
not
salts
good.
are just ammonia.
Oh,
So it
like
smells.
cat pee.
Yes. So your brain goes, you shouldn't be fucking smelling
Yeah.
this.
I didn't want to breathe it.
Hey,
Yeah,
what do you
they'll-
do with cat pee? That was a really fast
You
association.
smell it, but no, like the really good ones.
Oh, yeah,
you'll
they'll
feel like there's
fucking
like
punch you.
fire going
Yeah.
into your head. We'll get some for
Yeah,
you.
we'll get some
We
of
will
them.
not let you leave here.
Thank
without
you.
it.
Every
Thank
single
you.
thing we do while you guys are here, we're gonna start with some smelling salts.
Wait,
a new
everything
brand.
we filmed, just keep
Oh
ripping it.
man, charades later is gonna go.
Everyone has a bottle.
All right, let's get into this now.
We've got the fresh sealed alpha starter deck. It doesn't look tampered, right? I think
Let's
we can
take
all
a-
agree.
Oh, I don't want to.
Don't. He's
You're
on magic
so-
art
he is
right now.
magic
Yeah, no,
build
don't
right
be
now.
careful because this could be a sleight of hand thing.
Oh, well, you know tricks now and shit?
Oh, yeah.
You should do some with this.
That's a good idea. I know a trick.
I'm going to be real, okay? This looks good to me, but I don't like saying that because some nerd will tell me I'm wrong. I'm just going to make sure it's filmed from every angle so when this goes terribly, someone can
We
tell
have
us.
proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's very important. I learned that the hard way. It looks good, though. I mean, one thing to look for, if you want to be real for a second, any kind of scuffing where someone's thumb would go right here, and this looks clean, I think. You want to take a look at that?
That light gave me.
Looks clean.
Oh no, that does look clean. It was
Yeah.
the light playing tricks.
The one, I've got many fakes in the past, and almost always the fakes have some kind of like someone's nail went there, they bent it a little bit. Do you want to look?
Yeah, I would love to.
Take a
Sorry, I
look.
was just admiring your technique.
They're addicting.
I develop a light addiction to smelling salts.
to cat piss.
Bro, take a look.
Does that smell like cat
Rip that shit!
How do you want to open it?
Yeah, no,
We
we're
brought
prepared this time.
all the tools
Yeah.
out
We
for
brought
you.
all
Well,
the
you don't need a
utensils.
tool for this part.
Oh, right.
okay.
Well,
There
could
should
you?
be a pull tab. Well, you can go that way. Yep. No, yeah, fuck it.
You don't need a
Oh,
tool.
we're so back, aren't we? It's the same thing.
You're like I'm a lot less high
I'm
strung
not.
this time.
No,
you know?
I'm. As you.
You're right. There's literally a pull tab right there.
Wow.
He wasn't lying. He was not lying.
I'd like to take back what I said. I'm super high strung immediately.
Here, pass the rock. I'll open the top.
He said throw it. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
I truly thought he was going to throw it.
No.
See, it
There was
looks
scratches,
like there's
right?
like a scratch going up.
Okay, so yeah, that looks like that's bad. No, that can. We should have lined this up with the plastic. That is.
when I looked, I did see the scratches through the plastic.
Scratches? Are we sure?
It's
There were
like
two.
So there's dents on the cardboard, and you want to see that there's also dents on here. But it is possible to dent the cardboard without denting
that's
this.
fair.
That's a yellow flag to me.
Yellow flag.
He's going in. He's going. Wait. Did we look up the order? Did anyone do this?
Oh, that'd be.
Last time
There's
you
like
just
12
knew it.
people in this room right now, and everyone just went.
Hey,
Should we look this up or do we not?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, look up the.
I
order.
believe because I believe it can be different. It can be right here. I believe it can be up below the instruction booklet. It can be above the instruction booklet, and there's a low chance, I believe, of being on the top.
Let's see.
like a year ago, there's a Charlie video that probably has the.
Pull that
order
up.
we
Pull
could
it. There's
use.
a guy in it who probably knew.
You probably actually explained it.
I do think I'm right, and I do think it can be in a lot of places, especially with alpha. These things were not quality controlled at all. They're kind of everywhere. But be careful with the bottom. That's where
Sick.
you could see it.
I've got some
kind
crazy
of an
developments
idiot.
here.
Could you
It's
look it
it's already open. By
Oh
the way.
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, the whole ass end of it down there is open.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's.
Someone did the job for us.
Opened is generous. It's like splitting.
Yeah.
It's damaged.
I will say these look like alpha cards based on the corners, which is always the first. Wait, are they?
Uh-oh.
They look rounder, right? Get a normal magic card. These corners should be more rounded, and they look like they are more rounded.
I would say like a wider.
yeah,
range.
alpha
wide
is the
berth.
only card printing where they
Good
have
save,
no-
Matt. Good save.
Okay,
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, this is important. Yellow flags galore on this one.
That's good. I just took a peek at the bottom by accident.
Did you see?
I can tell you it's not. I can promise you.
Tell you what it's not.
I can promise you we don't want that to be the rare. I'm hoping.
Is it? Can you flash it to me?
Oh.
We don't want that to be the rare. That can be, and that's a
Yep.
disaster.
I think we've seen it now. Might as well just.
I can also explain why that's really bad potentially. So that is an island,
Wow.
and
That's what I thought.
the issue with that is you can get an island in the rare slot in cases. It's not even a misprint. It was part of the rare sheet.
You would say that's the worst possible thing you could get in there.
Where did we get this again?
Yeah. Well, there are some people who value those rares, and they consider them island rares, and they do buy those at a premium. But I still wouldn't say that's a good hit because it's not a Lotus.
That's a good
it's
point.
pretty much nothing, actually, is
Yeah.
what I would say.
There is one grading company I believe that grades those as rares if you have proof that you pulled it in the rare slot, which does put a nice label on it, which can be.
Does it look like the plastic is pulling so tight it's almost bowing, or am I crazy?
Yeah, but I mean, this is what 30-some
That's
years old or something.
Yeah,
So
it's just
this-
old.
The thing, like, there are real Magic savants who I want them to see this wrapping right now because they will, in a
They'll be
glance,
able to
they'll tell
tell
right
us.
now. That's why I love doing this live because it'll get to them while it's live.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. I just want the whole thing documented. Listen, I've been scammed so many times. I'm not the authority on this. It looks fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I trust you.
This source is about as reliable as you can
It
get.
literally is. Well, at the very least, we know he would never do anything.
Yeah. You're gonna try and open it with that?
Oh my
I
god.
thought, would you guys like to? He talked a big game before
Yeah,
he
get
sat
me.
down.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
There was
You
a
already dumped smelling salts
The
on it.
precision of a surgeon.
We got a
I'm
rare
glad you guys are
island.
here for this one. You were off camera last time.
Well, we're gonna filter in some more friends. We have a ton of people here. Gonna
That's
watch
okay. They're good, I think.
Yeah, they're fine.
You guys are good, right?
Did you get it?
I'm very
I
confident.
don't see it.
Here,
I
I'm
got
gonna-
most of that
Oh,
side.
thank
Be
you.
sure to spill this.
Yep.
The fucking vacuum is nowhere. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just doing it.
This one's coffee. Okay, careful now. We don't want to spoil.
I will say, top of that card is shit.
But that's understandable.
Let's get it
And
out.
remind me what we're looking for in commons.
Llanowar elves. We're looking for a lightning bolt. We're
Lightning
looking for
bolt is where-
sinkhole. Sinkhole. Dark ritual.
I thought Dark Ritual was an demonic tutor.
Demonic tutor. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
Here's Lightning Bolt.
Wow.
We are
That's
not
like-
looking for tap symbols, which we don't have.
All right.
That says tap.
That's
good.
great.
That's very
That's
good.
great.
That is good. All right.
Do you want to do 3 and then pass?
There's a lot
Alright.
of commons.
Yeah, no. Let's do one each to get it heated up.
There we go. And in I believe in one card, the audience at home will be able to tell the entire common.
Real
feature.
quick. You also have a bunch of smelling salts on your side.
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
It's weird. There's 1/4 of this table without smelling salts on it.
That is odd.
Do you want to fix that?
And it's a boring corner.
Yeah, that corner doesn't have fun.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you get the? There's a little salts over there.
No, that's fine.
Swamp.
Swamp.
Garbage.
Okay. All right. That's normal.
Yeah. We can
okay.
use this as a coaster too for the rest of the good cards.
All right.
Rip it.
All right,
Get a
give us our first
little
something.
lightning bolt.
Sorry, that was really bad.
This is looking good so
All
far.
right, wait.
Yeah.
Talking a big game over here.
I am, and I'm gonna rip this lightning bolt now. You ready? See
Oh.
how these look. Okay, only the top card was damaged.
Perfect.
This top card is quite fucked.
And haboom.
I have a question.
Pestilence. What?
Would you say that corner is like cut off?
Where?
This one?
Uh-oh.
No, that's normal.
Oh,
That's okay. These cards look homemade because they almost essentially were.
If you are from BGS, these look wonderful.
That's
Our
good.
grizzly bears.
That's so good.
That's cool to see. I mean, these look nice though. That's it. We're holding alpha cards, guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hopefully alpha cards.
They don't look as nice as the Avatar cards.
No, I know. Where's Aang?
Yeah,
Okay, this is a little weird.
That's weird.
That's strange.
Keep doing it.
Okay.
We're keep going one for one. All right.
That's a good card on the bottom.
I picked it
no,
up
we
while I
know
slid it.
We
I
know
picked
what
up
it
while I
is.
So we don't mind.
We
We
know
can-
what it is.
it's
The
impossible.
Black Lotus could be this card, or it could now be sandwiched on the.
All right, so bottom card is now fine to rub
Bottom
to our
card
heart's
should be an
content.
uncommon.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't rub it, though.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe rub it a little.
That's a force.
it's a forest with a pathway.
I feel like we're playing.
That's
a
basically a
shitty
Llanowar
board
Elves.
game.
Haboom.
Wow.
I'm going black. Ray's dead.
If he pulls a grizzly bears, I'm question marking.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
No, it's
Okay,
a no.
okay.
Okay, we're good. We're off.
All right. Anyone else want to filter in here? This is a
Yeah.
rough
Yeah,
start.
we're not
We
doing
need
so
a fresh
hot.
set of hands.
This is okay though.
Yeah.
We're okay still. It's commons.
I remember
we
when we
switching-
did the last one,
are we
we had
switching
some cool
lobs?
stuff right now.
If you pull swamp, you gotta hit the salts.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think that's fair.
I think I have to hit the salts and then pull the swamp, I thought.
Should we make him hit the salts or?
He did just sit at the table.
Where is it?
Give it to me. We're very careful. Please don't get them on the
We don't,
table.
it damages the.
Did someone get smelling
It's
salts on the
really
table?
It
bad
could have been
for the
anyone.
table,
It
yeah.
could have been anyone.
It smells like a cat pee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit that hard, though. You see how you just tanked it?
It just
There's your
stinks.
toy
Yeah,
bag.
It just
stinky.
smells
It's
bad.
just stinky.
Oh. Oh, an island.
bro.
Fantastic.
Well, we're getting all the lands out of the way early.
There's lots of lands. I hear that this is a rare. Oh.
If that's a land, I squeal.
Fog.
Okay, fog's good.
Fog's better.
We like fog.
Playable
Fog's a
card.
beautiful card.
You
Yeah.
can use fog.
Ryan beat me with fog once.
Fog,
I love
fog is
fog.
Ryan's go-to and everything.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
A swamp.
You took my card.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I got a black theme
bastard.
going here though.
It's okay. We're gonna turn it around right here.
Yeah, this is where we start to get serious. Well, that's not bad. It's a fur. What the hell am I reading?
He's a guy.
The furloon.
Yeah. Furloon Minotaur. Herloon?
Herloon Minotaur.
He's got it.
It's a Herloon Minotaur.
There's a jacket with him on it. How
Nice.
cool is that,
That's
guys?
pretty cool.
It's like $300.
Is that more or less than the card?
More.
Ooh, I didn't even announce the card because it's bad.
Yeah.
So here you go.
What was it?
That doesn't matter. Phantasmal
Danny.
Terrain.
Yeah, Danny, we need your
Mono blue enchant land.
Danny boy.
Denny.
Give him the salts.
I'll do the salts.
Based on how we are, I think we're both doing salts.
Speed
Yeah,
at which
here.
you're
I'm good,
dealing
I'm good.
salt.
Now you're good.
That's,
You
my,
want-
Thank
that's
you.
my
No,
hockey
I
right
get it.
there.
Yeah, I've done those occasionally.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Do one more. Do one more.
Right
Right
here.
Yeah, you got it.
I
Right
rolled
here.
this over.
You
That
got
was
it.
technically
Okay.
my
We have to break the loop.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to change something.
Fix it up.
Yeah, it's like a coffee bean forest.
Yeah.
This is a big one. This is a big one.
Boom. It wasn't, guys.
Wow.
Yikes.
We're getting real close to those cool knives.
I'm gonna give up. Should we?
I'm gonna give up.
As are we all.
Please don't give up.
It's okay, guys. This is very normal. The commons are boring normally.
Yeah.
We got shit. Disintegrate.
That's new.
It's new for us.
Yeah.
Haven't him yet.
This is like any other magic pack.
Okay, here's the Phantasm or Blue Elemental Blast.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's playable.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
playable.
card. That's a card.
It is playable.
And look, nobody's here for the comments.
No one's here.
No one's here for the comments.
I like the comments.
Someone shoot that guy.
Bro, boo. Ooh.
Nope.
Nope. That's a worm.
Brawl worm.
Yep.
But
He's ugly.
you warmed it up
Yep.
for my
warmed
lightning
it.
bolt.
Lightning bolt.
That could cast lightning
I
bolt.
could
I
cast
could.
lightning bolt.
Wait, maybe that's a
You
sign.
and I work together.
Now watch. I'll rip it. Ready?
You rip it, I'll cast it.
Okay, here we go. Tap. Can you tap it?
Yeah.
Tap for
And
lightning
I,
bolt.
I'm gonna play lightning bolt.
Oh, I saw
We
the
could
right.
play-
Saw the right. Tap it.
We could play
play a
multiple
lot now.
lightning
Yeah.
bolts.
Yes.
Tap yours.
Yep, tap
I'm
it, tap it,
tapping,
tap
okay.
it, and lightning bolt.
Oh, it's an island.
Wait, now we can play
Tap
something
it.
else.
Lightning bolt.
We've got
I'm gonna
everything we
float
need.
the blue.
Yeah.
All right, I've tapped it.
We're crafting the worst card in all of history. Yep, it's a forest. We are ramping.
Maybe we're casting a commander.
We're ramping as hell.
Are we not doing enough?
I don't. We need to filter in more.
Yeah.
people.
Let's
These
get a
hands
flip
are-
out.
Chase. Chase.
And Zach, come on. in.
given up a spot. Someone should.
Yeah. Someone come take my spot ASAP.
Come here, sit here. I warmed it up. Now, if you reach into here, there's smelling salts. So.
Yeah. They've been really lucky for us so
Zach.
far.
Zach, come to my seat.
Okay. Pretty bitch. Ooh yeah.
In there.
Careful on the table.
That was an inhale.
You ever been to Corpus Christi? That's what the water smells like.
Oh, Jesus.
Shouts out.
It's just piss.
That's really it. That's really it.
Yeah.
All right.
Give
And
color
he's flipping
commentary.
and. Hot hands! Hot hands! Hot hands!
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Guys, it was because his mountain was tapped.
Truing.
Of course.
I think that's the best common you can
Yeah,
pull.
yeah, I think
One
so.
of them, I think, yeah. That's not a real lightning bolt.
No.
It's either bolt or ray.
You gotta follow that up.
Yeah, well, this land's gonna be real nice.
Land
There we
or
go.
elves.
I say a couple hundred, 600, I think.
Regeneration.
They're not bad.
That's bad. That's bad.
The smelling salts kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Pussy.
1, 2, 3. Let me hear you say, "Wayo." Ooh,
Weakness?
He's getting that good suck.
Oh. Hey, dude, he got that face. Samite healer. Oh, this guy just chilling.
All right, I'm feeling an island on this one.
Who's coming in for
Back to back.
for me?
Yeah. I'm down to tag back in.
Danny, you want to flip a couple?
Rotators.
I'm summoning a Carlos for pulling some cards.
Get some fresh people in there.
Alright.
Oh boy.
And I jumped on his
Damn.
It's
Two
a forest, guys.
Oh, when do we break into uncommons?
Yep.
So, here, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
People on.
We're like
You're gonna love
there,
it.
right?
I'm gonna love it.
Or is it after
lied.
the?
Dude.
It's the booklet.
Nice.
So be very. In fact, if we want to now, we're
They're,
not almost to uncommons, but I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're
right
gonna
now.
take out the
I'm gonna
possibilities?
move where two rares could be. These two could be rares as well.
Put them.
And I'm gonna put them
Gonna put it in the middle.
right there.
As well as, I think after the booklet?
After the
Are these
booklet is
also-
available.
There's also
Those
potential rares?
Those are the bottom. Those could be rares. We really hope not. These are above the booklet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ha boom. His plans.
I think that's 4 lands in a row.
Yeah.
So only good things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Flip one of those.
Giant spider.
Big spider.
He has does not fly, but can block flying creatures.
Is that a common?
I think so.
I think so.
Why do I think he's an uncommon?
Okay. Little dryads. Little dryads.
Yes.
Booty, I'm gonna show it to you.
Tap it.
Oh no, but you made another Schuler. I'm getting a lot of Douglas Schuler actually.
Here we go.
Would anyone else like to get in? Back in?
Get Alex in, and it's just a full. It's just a Wubby video.
Circle of Protection green.
Okay, a circle of protection.
Circle of Protection green.
Well, there's almost playable cards here.
Hey, thank you.
This
Almost.
This would be the most whack draft
Yeah.
ever.
There is women here.
What?
What?
Welcome to
when?
Mulligan's.
Yeah.
Hi.
This is our set. Guys.
I'm Alex, the token woman.
How do we do this? Rye, cut that. Thank you.
Now, Alex, flip over the card, look at it, and describe the card to us. Don't read the name.
What are you hoping for?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Describe
hoping for.
to Alex.
Tell us what it does based on the art.
Yeah. Unless it's a land, I guess.
But
then
what?
just-
But I can see the words. It'll tell me.
just-
Don't read. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
illiterate, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Very empty.
Oh, it's plants.
It's plants. Yeah.
Very sad. Very empty.
All right, this will be my last one. Okay. Okay. It's a
Oh
pretty
my god, it's a
unicorn.
unicorn.
It's a Belisara.
Would a greedy person
Get
pull
his ass.
this?
Earthbind.
Hey!
I'm hard as fuck right now.
That's the kinky one.
I'm hard as fuck right now.
People cosplay
I'm so
that.
hard. I gotta rotate out. Anyone else?
Oh, but I never got salts, man.
Wait, come here.
Booty, why do you gotta bring it? I was.
Wait.
Yeah.
Carlos almost got away with it. He did not do it.
I was trying to put it on her like she got away with it.
I'm full. I
Are
don't.
you trying to quit?
Is this monsters or fun? Yeah. I'm just.
It just stinks.
Oh, it just.
It's not good.
Well, here
It smells like hair dye, actually. If you ever been covered in bleach, you know, like the
Salud.
girl take. Yeah.
Salute, he says.
That's a good sign.
Oh, damn. I felt it.
You tried to sneak up on it, like I got it.
When we weren't paying attention.
Yeah, literally.
Gentlemen?
Hold on, ready?
Oh, let them both pull one more.
Oh, okay. You're too kind, guys.
Death Ward.
That's new.
Okay, we like new.
They're all gonna be new, by the way.
Yeah. I would hope they're all new or something's wrong. Okay, let's
Pull
see.
something big for the
Last
for
one.
our chair.
Yeah, rip it right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me add to that. Let me add to that.
Okay, yep.
Give me a big one.
Yeah.
We gotta tap a bunch. It's gonna be good.
Gotta put all the energy into
All right, I'm all tapped out.
Shaboom. Oh, fuck.
No, that's fine.
You know what?
That's good.
All right.
Also,
okay,
remember
all
when
right.
I said there's no doubles?
More resources. Hey, keep the other spot proud.
Is this the last uncommon? I mean, last common?
Last couple, there's like two, I think.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
there's two. So that means Charlie will start the uncommons. Okay.
That's good.
That is big dog.
We love to see those.
And I think this is gonna be a Llanowar Elves. Nope, it's a snake.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, I'm now gonna prep next for you. So these could be rare. This is the book, very rare. These sell for something.
Well, we need those because we really don't know.
Yeah,
how to
we gotta
play
read
it.
up.
Yeah.
These could be rare right here. And I'm gonna move them to the side.
So any of these packets can
So
be
we
rare.
know what this is an island.
Yep.
Could be a rare. Rares. We don't know. And these should be uncommon. We're gonna find out right now.
Here comes the demonic tutor. Well, new growth. That's not bad.
It is an uncommon, right? Somebody fact check it. You know?
A dragon whelp.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
No good. No good.
Yikes.
So what you're looking for, Ryan, when you're pulling?
Demonic tutor.
Yep.
There's a lot of uncommons that are rare.
Let me see the back of one of these.
Are you looking at the blue ink mark that's on every magic card?
Yeah. You look at the
Yeah, you see that there?
Yeah.
It's on all of them.
I have a story about that. When I first started buying vintage cards, like very early, I got into it with a seller about the blue mark on it, and he educated me, and it was a very humbling experience. He's like, "That's how they're printed." All right, here we go. Demonic tutor.
Damn.
Boom. That's tough.
Aye.
You don't want lands in this section.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The good news was this was a free pack.
Yeah.
You know?
This was nothing. It's been sitting so long, it just doesn't register.
Well, remember, Wubby back then, Play the Clip, said, I'll cover this one for you.
Just get
All the good
just
stuff's
get me out of
concentrating
Here.
towards the bottom.
Oh god.
All right, there's only one thing to do here. Danny, come flip this card for me.
Whoa! Calling
This
in.
didn't work so well last time.
It's all right. Talking to my pecs.
Well, I don't know if I need to talk to do this. I'm going to
Please
be
don't.
honest.
Narrate.
All right, I'm flipping the card right now. You ready? What do you want this to be?
What do we want this
Demonic
to be?
Tutor.
Demonic
Ready?
Tutor,
I
please.
think I pulled the last one.
You did.
Pull the last
it
one,
again.
I
Yeah,
think.
let's do it right
No
here.
way.
Oh, okay, wait.
That's still good.
No, it's not.
It's trash.
Spoken like someone who's played against that before.
Yeah. It's tough because you recognize the card, you get excited, but it's like I don't think there's value there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Demonic Tutor. Boom. Gloom. Doom and gloom.
That's a really bad omen.
How we're all feeling.
That's a good omen.
Here, let me get in here real quick.
Get in. Please rip it.
It's not good.
Ooh, little J.
I summon Drew.
Okay.
Can you redeem this chair?
No, I can't, but I might on accident.
Demonic Tutor.
Is this the last one? Because I'm locked in for this
You're
one.
locked in. It's the last one.
I'm locked
It's
in.
a tutor. It's a tutor.
Do it, Matt.
This one.
Do it.
Matt.
Please.
Man, this is less fun when you don't hit.
Wow. Maybe don't upload this one.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh
It's
my
about the rares.
God.
Okay, so
Yeah, we're here for the race.
It's about the rares.
I say, can I lead?
Yeah, please.
I don't have to
Please
flip,
do.
but
Do
let's just start by getting rid of what we know, which is the
Oh,
Yeah.
island.
Rare Island.
So this, hopefully not. We're praying. I'm gonna leave this.
Sure.
We leave that for last?
We'll leave it. Well, we'll see. We're
Yeah,
gonna start at each
that's
pile
true.
and see where. Let's start. You want to start here?
Yeah, let's start there. I like
Do you want to start?
No, you start. It's
Okay, so
calling your name.
let's. If this is a rare, we hope it's good. If it's not a rare, that means we can flip the rest of these.
Yeah.
Or if it is a rare, we can flip the rest of these. All right, here we go. Wall of Air. Is that uncommon?
I think that's uncommon.
This is worth fact checking.
I think so too.
This is worth
Zach is
Wall
we
of
have
Air.
clicking coming.
My boss just spent all of their money on that.
He's googling how to
Job
return
applications, Florida.
Uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay,
Uncommon.
good. So
Uncommon.
that means
Which means that's a demonic tutor.
this is an uncommon if you want to flip it.
Which means this is nothing. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
You did say nothing.
That's Siren's call. We said it was nothing.
So that brings us to these two.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to start.
I
I think that skill check gets to flip one together.
really hope this is a rare.
Me too, because
Actually, we need this to be a
We
rare now.
need this to be a rare.
Ready, go.
Oh.
Unsummoned. That is an uncommon. I
think
believe.
so.
Which means we got a rare island.
No way.
that's good news though.
Unless it's
Someone
one of
had
those
to do it.
rare. All right,
Someone had to do
I'll
it.
flip the last
just get us out of
uncommon.
here,
Yeah.
boss.
Just take us out.
Really wipe that on the table.
No, that's this. Yeah, that's
Oh no.
Good. This is good.
Charles.
This is where we want to be.
So that means here's one of our rares,
Now,
everybody.
Yeah.
here's the thing. All of this is moot and is not hurtful if that's a Black Lotus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if it's just anything.
That we recognize.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Anything-
look at it. I want good reactions.
Make sure it's on camera, bud.
Are we happy?
Oh my god.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That may be the worst alpha booster that is possible to open.
Hey, when we were all here to share it together.
That's exactly
It's a
right.
great time.
Yeah,
Gentlemen,
That's exactly
Gentlemen.
right.
That's what
History
to
was
be
made.
here.
History was made.
Gentlemen.
It was the salts that got us there the whole time.
Hey,
yeah.
the next person opening an alpha deck, you're lucky. We got this one out
You're
of the way.
talking to
for you.
us in a year.
Yeah, that's true. Us. Our next deck is gonna be great.
You brought the other one with you, right?
Oh yeah, it's always with me. Yeah. Hey guys, this was really bad. Like, in case we didn't realize.
That was not
Yeah.
good, huh?
No.
No, that wasn't good.
We made $600 back.
Yeah.
Chipping away at the investment.
I think I'm just gonna put that in a deck.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey, that
I would
was,
play this.
And we were here.
All right.
Let's just delete the footage.
Do we upload this or?
This does feel worse when you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Let's fake it.
Wait,
We've talked about this before in like esports and stuff. We've found scientifically we
Yeah.
have more fun when we do well
Yeah, you gotta win.
than when
Winning
we
is
don't.
more fun,
Yeah.
usually.
All right, well done.
Hey, that's one less force field out in the world.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Your deck is worth more now because of us here today. So.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry.
That was good. Hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Man, dude, the wind got sucked out of this room.
Oh yeah, you just got freaked off. It's not often that a game actually surprises me. Usually I'm pretty good at watching a trailer for a game and having a pretty strong sense of if I'm going to like it or not. I always do approach them with open mind and open cheeks. I'm always willing to be, proven wrong on my preconceptions coming in, whether it's positive or negative. If there's something I think I'm going to love but ends up being trash, I'm more than willing to take that on the chin, or vice versa. If there's something I go in expecting abominable dog shit, but then I get served a wonderful, tasty cuisine, I don't just stubbornly stick and cling to what I expected going in. Point is, like your mother's legs, I'm always open. It's very rare, though, for a game to completely blindside me, and that's what just happened with High on Life 2. I fucking hated the first High on Life. I despised it. There was pretty much nothing in that game I liked other than the idea behind the guns, because it reminded me of Oddworld, but everything sucked major ass. It sucked farts through a crazy straw. I couldn't stand playing it. It was janky. It was boring. The writing didn't make me laugh. None of the characters ever shut the fuck up for even a second. It was just unrelenting cringe, and I just felt like the game overall was a snooze fest. I didn't like anything about the first High on Life. And High on Life 2 gets announced, and it looked a little better, but I thought for sure there's no way this was going to win me over. There's no way I was going to like it. But since I play like every game ever made for my gaming channel, I give all of them a fair shake. I, of course, checked out High on Life 2. Much to my delight, the game actually slaps. But it has one unforgivable sin, and if you've seen any of the reviews, you already know what I'm going to mention: the performance. The performance of High on Life 2 for the vast majority of players is unforgivable. It shouldn't have released in this state. For a lot of players, it doesn't even work. And that is completely unacceptable. They should have given this a little bit more time to bake in order to iron out those performance issues that so many players have been having. I've read that they've gotten a little better for some people, but still that doesn't excuse releasing a broken product. So that, of course, is a non-starter for a very good reason for a lot of people. I, however, did not have those performance issues outside of like the occasional stuttering and one or two crashes. So I got lucky in that regard, but I also have a fucking monster of a PC. So I want to give you my thoughts on it, and if you want to see the whole playthrough, it's up on Moist Critical Gaming. Go subscribe. Basically every game ever made I'm playing over there. Anyway, High on Life 2 is such a significant improvement in every possible area over the first one. It is much more fun to play, and I think the main thing that contributes to that is their emphasis on movement. So in High on Life 2, you have a skateboard. You get it very, very early. And the skateboard is fun. It is fast. It gives you movement options. You get air dash. You get grinds and shit. There's a lot that you can do with the skateboard that makes the movement feel very, very fast, which is great. But it's not just that that's an improvement. So let's take it from the top. So I actually cared about the story and the characters in this one, which I would have never expected going into this because I hated every character in the first High on Life. But somehow in this one, it works. They had like a complete overhaul of their approach to writing characters and writing jokes and just the world around High on Life 2, and it works so much better. The way I describe this game is a modern 360 title. Every second I spent playing High on Life 2, I felt like I was in middle school again playing the Xbox 360 with some kind of wacky, zany game. It was really, really creative, especially its boss fights. Like, there is a boss in here that shrinks down to Ant-Man size, and you have to follow him by following his coffee stains that he leaves behind, which isn't the most creative part, but what happens is, when you do take down his health bar, you do, throw him up against the lockers and shake him down for his lunch money. He has a phase 2, but not in the way you think. He infiltrates the game itself. So what he does is he gets inside of your suit, and your suit is your UI, it's your menu. So now you as the player have to fight him in your suit, meaning you fight him throughout your menus. So like he's fucking around with your sliders and stuff, and you have to like fight him with hitting him with the slider. He's messing around with like character dialogue because there's an option to turn it up or off, which that's a great quality of life feature there. And he turns it to ultra, so you immediately just start like, you get panicked because the last thing you want is every character to go back to like High on Life 1 level where they won't shut the fuck up. And he's like exploiting that, and you have to like fight him to stop him from doing that. It is so creative. And then there's so many like mini games in that fight. So like there's a section where you have to like chase him through like your face mask, and the only way to get him is like you have to stab yourself in the eye with knifey. and you're literally stabbing yourself while he's playing basically Donkey Kong. It's really creative, is what I'm saying. They actually went kind of whole hog into just, fuck it, we're just going to send the silliest ideas and hopefully people like it. And I really appreciated that. I really like the vibe of just, here's a crazy little wacky boss fight with mechanics that really come out of nowhere and don't make any sense in a lot of cases, but are really fun to engage with like a ton of tiny little mini games within the fight. I really appreciated the creativity of things like that. And like I said, the story is already better. The characters don't talk as much and the writing on them is better, so it's not as nauseating, it's not as eye-rolling. That's not to say everything hits. There's a lot of shits. There's a lot of jokes in here that definitely don't land, but for the most part, it's a lot better. It's a huge improvement in its writing. And another huge improvement is its gameplay. Like, it is much tighter. High on Life 1, I thought, was so janky and so slow, it was just a slog every time you got into a gunfight. Here, it's really enjoyable. They don't really change the formula all that much or anything, but with the addition of the skateboard making it faster, and also just the guns being fun to use here, like I think there's a lot of like creativity with the guns. Of course, you have like the trick hole things that you can use that change the way that you approach a fight. So like Creature, for example, you mind control an enemy, he'll fight with you for a while, and you shoot out his like kids that'll do damage and like start fighting the enemies for you. And you're skateboarding around the whole time, and you can fling your skateboard at people to hit them with it and do damage. The melee is kind of non-existent. Like there's not a whole lot to do with melee. You just swing knifey sometimes for a little bit of damage. So it's not like there's like a big, emphasis on melee or anything. But overall, the gunplay was better, the gameplay was tighter, and it was faster. So it's just a huge improvement across the board in its gameplay. Now, I do want to make it clear that doesn't mean that it's like the best gunplay you'll ever play in your life, but it is good. Like it's above serviceable. Like I enjoyed fighting things in the game. But it's very bare bones, and enemy variety is kind of non-existent. So you're fighting the same enemies a million times over and over and over again. And the upgrades you get for your guns are mainly like ammo count, damage count, and then there are occasionally like a couple of like tweaks to the guns that you can find through upgrades, which are, appreciated. But for the most part, it's very simple stuff. Like there's nothing overly deep about its gameplay or its mechanics. It's all very simple, but it's done well enough that it's enjoyable. Another nice thing about the game is there's quite a bit to do. So I spent 9 hours on it, and I only did one side quest. I didn't do like a whole lot of exploring or side quests. I did like a little bit, but not much. And I was looking into it. There is like actually quite a lot of meat on the bones here. There is a handful of like important stuff outside of the main story, and a lot of like really creative things as well. So like there's an escape room that you can do, which is completely optional. I didn't even find it in my playthrough, even when I was exploring. And it can actually change the entire ending. I don't want to spoil it. It's a very, very cool thing that can unfold. And there's a lot of things like that in High on Life 2. So if you're someone that really likes to get lost in a world and likes to see, some things change as a result of choices you make, High on Life 2 actually has that. Which again, I would have never fucking expected. The end of the game, a lot of choices I made throughout the game ended up playing a significant role. Again, I don't want to spoil it, because it's very, very creative in how it utilizes your choices at the end. It was impressive. Really, everything about High on Life 2 shocked me. Because again, I hated the first one, and I had no expectations at all with this one. And I was kind of blown away. Now, not to get like carried away here, the game isn't like, a masterpiece or anything. It's still got plenty of flaws. And like I said, it is a very, very simple game. But I think that's what made me appreciate it so much. It really made me feel like I was playing like a 2009 Xbox 360 game that just unapologetically threw all kinds of quirky fucking ideas at the wall and just threw them all in a pot and, popped this puppy out here. And some of it works, some of it doesn't. And I really enjoyed that. I really, really did. So, yeah, I wanted to just make a review on this one, because this is probably the most surprised I've been with a game in a while. It's not my favorite game of the year or anything. That still goes to Neo 3. But, man, was this delightful. That's really about it. So, yeah. Ass, poop, and everything stinky. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect TikTok prankster. But Professor Goober accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, chemical cringe. And thus, this loser was born. This is some complete trash, garbage, doo-doo that I just have to clown on this guy for. He should be ashamed.
Yo, there's a guy chasing me. There's a guy chasing me.
Where the fuck is he? Yo, why the fuck do you fuck my girl, bro?
This gut buster is his bread and butter. He's done this exact prank numerous times. He really likes this one. It's his Kamehameha. This is his signature move here. And it's a tried and true classic from TikTok pranksters where they go into fast food establishments and treat the workers like subhuman props for them to walk all over and disturb for the sake of their content. That's the joke. Haha, guys, let's go fuck with the employees making minimum wage, not able to live off of their salary, and just make sure their day's a little bit worse. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll even, scare them. Like in some of his videos, some of the employees, actually freak out and run away because they don't know what's going on. These could be unhinged, dangerous lunatics there that have, a gun or a knife, and they're just running around the back yelling and screaming, hooting and hollering. So, yeah, the employees are naturally going to be afraid, and that's golden to people like this. They love that kind of shit. Tee-hee, they think we're gonna kill them or something, like their lives in danger, but actually it's just us pranking them. Ha ha ha. Oh yes, the cloud is gonna be so juicy.
What the fuck's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, bro? Right like there, bro. Come on, bro.
Go!
Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on.
Did you hear how loud that was at the end? Oh, jump scare. That's also a good joke. He ends all of his videos with that little sound bite, a little bit of the, eardrum blasting comedy. And that's one of his favorite pranks. This is the one I wanted to start with because I hate this shit so much, and it's so common for fucking worms like this to do this, where they just believe everyone working a normal job is just an NPC that they can go and just disturb and be a nuisance and spread misery, so that way they can make content out of it. Now, typically, when I cover douchebags like this, I like to crop their name out. I do that because I don't want anyone to go harass them, and especially for pranksters, anyone that does trickle on over there is a net positive to them. They love that their name gets out there in any capacity whatsoever, no matter what it is. Even if it's getting shit and spit on, it doesn't matter. They are these shameless latrines, and they're more than willing to gobble all the piss and shit imaginable as long as it gets them attention. So I always like to make sure that the names aren't visible. In this guy's case, it's impossible because he's so proud of this vile garbage, this embarrassing trash, that he even watermarks the video itself. So you can see his name is Tyler. He puts his stamp of it. This is Tyler's work. Tyler made this shit-ass beat. Now, I want to make a special shout-out to Tyler's loser friends because I think they're actually even more pathetic than Tyler, and this is something I say a lot. The pranksters are awful, but their friends are even worse because they don't even get anything out of it. So this guy, who has to be the cuckold, by the way, the role that Tyler gives this shirtless guy in sunglasses is the cuckold who is chasing him around because Tyler fucked his girl. So not only is he playing the cuck in the video, but he is also a real life cuck because he does all of this and doesn't see a penny. Tyler at least makes a little bit of money off it, like a handful of doubloons. He's not like a big creator by any means, but he definitely does have some monetization here. So he gets something in return for it. But his friends don't. They are literally just there so Tyler can use them as his lackeys, his little sidekicks that actually willfully, on purpose, play the role of Tyler's bitch for no gain at all. Not even a mention in the description or in the video or anything, not a link to them that I can find, nothing. They just proudly be Tyler's bitch.
Yo, he fucked my girl. Nah, it's none of that. It's none of that. Somebody's chasing. He's chasing me. Yo, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Yo. What? Yo, nah, he fucked my girl. It's none of that. He fucked my girl, gang. He fucked my girl. Bro, he fucked my girl, gang. Bro, nah, I'm only on timing, bro.
Like I said, he's done this one multiple times. He keeps taking encore performances that not a single soul is asking for outside of lobotomized children that are just so fucking brain rotted that they're doomed from the start. But I wanted to show you this one in particular because you can actually see the fear on the employees as these assholes are just rampaging through the back like trashing the place. The employees are afraid. You can even hear one of them yell. Like, I imagine that has to be an extremely frightening situation. Like, you have no idea what's going on, and now all of a sudden, these two fucking douchebags are running through there yelling and screaming.
Can you help you?
Oh!
Oh! What the fuck are you doing?
I did not scan anything, sir.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you fucking did. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
Do you want to see my phone?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what? Hey, yo, what? Who the fuck are you to put your phone near my wife's phone? And I watched you when I was walking up.
No, don't touch it. It's his phone. I don't give a shit.
This is my phone.
Fuck up and mind your business. You want to get in my face? And held his. You want to get in my face now?
Yo, get out of here. You're lucky I don't throw you. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here before you can't leave. Leave.
It's such a shame. That's a top 10 saddest anime moments right there that Tyler didn't actually get his ass beat there. I really wish that guy had swung on him. Tyler is always so confident to do his pranks on elderly people or employees that are currently working, so that way there's less chance of him actually getting, you know, a bit of knuckle sandwiches being fed to him. But in this case, he did teeter on the edge and got pretty close. I have no doubt he was tinkling in his little britches. No matter how hard he tries to hide behind the gong sound effects, you can kind of hear the panic in his voice in the actual confrontation. Tyler also only follows pranks that others have done before him. He just bites onto their ass like a little hemorrhoid and does the pranks himself and does them even worse. So this Apple Pay prank was something that was pretty big on TikTok for a little while, where pranksters would go up with their phone, they'd have it make a noise when they like tap it towards a stranger's phone, making them believe that something nefarious had just happened, that they had like stolen money from them or some kind of like Apple Pay scam or something. So these people here now believe that this stranger, Tyler, has stolen from them, which is why they're so upset. That's the whole point of the prank. Haha, they think I stole money from them. Get pranked. Ha 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 ha.
Think they like M&M's? Oh, 40 spot later.
No, I don't think that'll be the case, Greaseball. I heard Tyler's already booked out the remainder of your schedule. You've got to pretend that he fucked your girl again for the millionth time while you chase him around for his video to make money off of you being a pathetic little loser.
540? Boss, you gotta be playing with my balls right now, because that is way too much.
Way too much. I'm not paying for all
I
that.
mean, you're the guys who put it all on the counter.
You could donate it to us.
No, I cannot. It has to be paid for.
Here's one of his latest bangers where he grabs tons of items from the gas station, puts them on the counter, acting like he's gonna buy it, lets the cashier ring up tons and tons of items, which is a tedious process, but he's ringing up all the items. Then when he's telling him what he's going to need to pay, he's like, whoa, that's way too much. Shouldn't it just be free? We're wasting your time. That's the joke. We're wasting your time while you're working, and we're filming you. You're a prop, bud. You're a prop. So can you get irritated? Because that helps bring in clicks. Like, we're annoying you. That's the joke. And then, when this is all over, and we're not paying for this, obviously, then you get to go put all of these items back on the shelf. That's your job, bro. And we're making fun of you for it. We're making it worse for you. For our TikTok, dude.
What I'm about to do to Bob? Do to Bob. Me and Hoyoyoy and erase the square.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck that's supposed to mean, because it don't mean shit to me. 540 for what I've scanned. You still haven't scanned a good 200 bucks. This is the kind of shit a fucking preschooler fucking pulls.
We're not getting this for free?
No!
Did anybody ever tell you you kind of cuss like a preschooler?
Holy, Tyler with the venom. The quick comeback there from Tyler. I really like that the employee just says, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. This is like lame, like children shit that you're doing here. This is embarrassing. You should feel bad about yourself. But it just doesn't set in on Tyler or his brain dead sidekick there. Because the only thing that matters to them are these trash TikToks. the internet attention from TikTok pranks. And the employee is rightfully angry because he's just spent this time ringing up the items. He knows they're not going to put it back on the shelves. They 1000% don't have the neurons activation to even think about that being something to do. So he knows he's going to have to go do that. He's annoyed, and he immediately recognizes that this is supposed to be some kind of prank at his expense, which makes him even more irritated. Tyler tries to make some whack-ass Doodle Bob reference that fell flat on its face, which is really upsetting because I love Doodle Bob references, and Tyler's out here ruining it. He's just torching it. He's just so unentertaining. He doesn't make me laugh. Everything he says is nails on a chalkboard. He is just so fucking cringe.
I can cuss whoever the fuck I want. I'm 33, motherfucker.
Unk. Yo.
I don't give a fuck.
Yo, relax,
you can call
bro.
me Unk. I'm the coolest fucker in their 30s you'll ever fucking find.
Relax, bro. Your cheese is throwing up gang signs.
Either get out or fucking buy it. What's the choice, motherfuckers? Seriously, I have a job to fucking do and you are stopping it.
I'm not paying for.
Then get the fuck out! What the fuck don't you understand? I don't give a fuck if it's an April Fool's prank. Get the fuck out!
April Fools!
I don't give a fuck!
April Fools! April Fools!
Get the fuck out, motherfucker!
April Fools!
Nice work, boys. You really got them. Everyone was giggling and spitting up on this one. You guys came together, you and your little goblin gremlins that follow you around, came together and ensured that a normal guy working a normal job, a job he probably doesn't want to be at, you ensured he had a much worse day. You made it a lot more miserable. So that way you could film it for your TikTok. What a slam dunk, Tyler. Really impressive stuff. And I know Tyler, nor none of his little mosquitoes that follow him around, I know they don't have a job. I know that they're really banking on this whole fucking TikTok prankster career to be like their future. I truly hope it doesn't work out for them. I hope he ends up working this same job and through some kind of karmic justice, he meets a Tyler himself that just makes his day fucking awful. Just so he can see what that's like once. I think that'd be great. I don't know if that'll happen or not. I'm sure he probably has money from his parents. He seems like that kind of guy from everything I've seen. But anyway, he sucks. His friends suck. These pranks are trash. It's garbage. That's really about it. See ya. Uh-oh. It's knocking on our door. The trick-or-treaters from Hollywood have arrived with their AI productions now. Darren Aronofsky, a world-renowned director whom I'm sure you're familiar with at least some of his work, like Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, The Whale, most recently Caught Stealing, which I'm not sure if it did like super well in the box office or not, but he is a director with some real meat behind him. And he has just released a trailer for an AI series called On This Day 1776. It is a fully AI-generated production that uses some real voice actors to do the voice acting, so it didn't just steal people's voices for it. Wow. What a saint. But that's the only thing it didn't steal. Not even Gollum's appearance was safe. Look at the way Benjamin Franklin looks in this fucking trailer. He looks like Gollum if he went to a boarding school, or like one of those manners courses, those etiquette classes. Oh my god, it is revolting. It is a complete disaster of a trailer and a terrible idea to just fully AI generate a movie or a show. It's something that we've all known is coming because they haven't exactly been shy about wanting to replace everything in the creative space like art, video games and shit, like this entire pipeline with AI in order to save money. So this was always going to be hitting our doorstep at some point, and it's already here. But what I didn't expect is the general here riding into battle that's spearheading this operation, this diabolical decline in quality of our products with AI. I didn't expect it to be someone whom I've respected for a long time, Darren Aronofsky. He is clearly more washed than my fucking dishes. This is so embarrassing. It would be less insulting if he just like fucking 4K upscaled Two Girls, One Cup and called it his newest project. Like, this is just so trash, man. It's actually infuriatingly bad. So I want to go through the trailer here so we can point and laugh at this garbage together. But before doing that, I want to talk about something positive, a little bit of a palate cleanser before we dive into this. Cheeky has Free Rin soap now. It's available right now. It's an official collaboration with Free Rin. As all of you know, I'm a huge fucking Free Rin fan these days. The light on my desk is kind of making it hard to see the beautiful art on our boxes. I have to hold it at a very specific angle so the camera will even moderately focus on it. But anyway, yeah, we now have free rinse soap. Use Cheeky.com. It's the best soap in the universe, highly moisturizing, and I really think these two free rinse scents are some of our best yet. Damn, I thought by trying to get in there quick it would focus on it right away, but it didn't. Anyway, they're available now at usecheeky.com. I'm a huge fucking free rinse fan, so I've been really pumped about this one.
The rebellious war has become more general.
Too many still unsure of why we fight.
We have it in our power to begin the world over again.
Wow, aren't you glad they didn't use real actors? Man, it must have taken Darren maybe a whole couple hours out of an afternoon to put together this piece. He really got to work. He was fucking sweating out there for this one. Probably his most difficult project yet, coming up with the right sentences to plug into the AI video generation tools he was using. Oh my god, it just looks terrible. I don't know how anyone could have so little taste that they'd actually think that this looks good. You'd have to be some kind of ghoul, some kind of like actual NPC to find an appreciation for garbage like this. It looks like a YouTube short that was just farted out from those AI slop channels. Or better yet, it looks like something your grandmother would repost on Facebook thinking that it's real, like dragons that have been discovered recently or something. It's so bad. And the fact that they're using like SAG-affiliated voice actors for it is so obviously just trying to mitigate the backlash they knew they were going to get had they just used AI voices as well, which I imagine they planned on doing initially, but someone spoke up saying, no, let's just hire some voice actors to just lazily do this real quick for cheap. Just so that way they could say, like, oh no, it's not fully AI, like we have, some SAG voice actors in it. Come on, guys, this is very much a human passion project. We're just using Gen AI as a tool for us to get creative. Skin crawling.
There is no way but forward.
We are now the troops of the United Colonies of North America.
For the purpose of establishing...
So, take a peek at this new nation that was born. Amerid. Yep. Perfect. On this day, 1776, the nation of Amerid was formed. Yeehaw. How could anyone think this was a good idea? Especially someone like Darren Aronofsky. What the fuck happened to you, man? What? I don't understand how you go from so many good movies to now just peddling AI slop. What a disgusting career pivot. Holy Toledo, heavens to Betsy.
An independent empire. Who are you? Massachusetts!
That's not surrender.
I really don't understand why they keep stressing, experience it like you've never seen before. And then it's the most just generic garbage ever. It is AI. You are using Gen AI here. By its very existence, it means that we have seen it millions of times before because the AI has been trained on it millions of times before. So you are only seeing regurgitated garbage in the first place that is stealing from previous works to do this. This is exactly what we have seen before. The only difference is now there's no human beings involved in it at all, aside from like Darren Aronofsky just chopping away at his keyboard for a couple of minutes here, typing in some prompts. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is nothing exciting. It's nothing new. It's the laziest, cheapest form of movie making or, I guess shorts producing possible. It doesn't get worse than this. I then saw this statement from Time Studios president Ben Bitanti. This project is a glimpse at what thoughtful, creative, artist-led use of AI can look like, not replacing craft, but expanding what's possible and allowing storytellers to go places they simply couldn't before. What is Ben Titty talking about? Going places they haven't been able to go before? Where's that? In a place with snow and houses? That's all that's in the trailer. Or they're inside of the building signing the birth of the new nation, Amerid. If you're standing up, you need to sit down for this blast of cold water. You can make the inside of a building right now. It's a set that's been done millions of times. What the fuck are you talking about? Where in this trailer did they venture into the unknown that was previously inaccessible to human beings? I am stunned. I'm confused. What are you talking about, Ben? AI didn't go anywhere new or creative here in this trailer. It's the same path that's been walked millions of times before with very similar locations that have been used by real people in real places, but now it just looks like shit with Gen AI. This is just blatantly lying. The only thing this technology does is allow people like Ben and studios and people like Darren now, I guess, to produce trash like this for extremely cheap. So they're able to just pump these out lickety-split for basically pennies. And he's calling it artist-led AI usage, you know, using AI as a tool and whatever, but that's just baloney. They had like some SAG voice actors come in to record some really, you know, quick lines, and then apparently they had like human post-production on this, which I'll take their word for it. They did a terrible job, but I guess they used humans to, you know, color grade it and shit. But overall, this is not artist-led AI usage. This is a proof of concept that they can just squeak out the cheapest generated AI garbage imaginable and people will still sit down to watch it if they attach a beloved director's name to it. I hope this flops. I hope this fails so fucking hard Darrenofsky struggles to land any directorial roles in the future. This is actually just that catastrophic. Him putting his name on this, and this whole production here is truly awful. Actually terrible, and sets a horrible precedent for the future of filmmaking or TV show producing. It sucks. It is here to replace the craft, so that way it's cheaper for the bottom line of the vampires at the top of the food chain that control these industries. That is the whole purpose of it. There is nothing creatively new in this trailer. It's only cheap. That's it. I don't know why he's trying to say and convince people that there was, you know, so much new things here that we couldn't do without the use of AI. That's just blatantly false. What, people in costumes? We've never done that before? Someone that looks like Ben Franklin? What, we've never had a makeup artist before make someone look like Ben Franklin? And the locations are very much easily accessible locations or sets that could be built and have been built numerous times. It's all a lie for the sake of trying to normalize AI productions like this so that way they can feel more confident replacing more and more jobs in the creative sector if this succeeds. Because if this can just even somewhat make a little bit of money, it proves that people will just stomach anything. So then what the fuck is the point in hiring, you know, actors to play these characters when they'll just have AI spit it out for them in an afternoon for nothing? It sucks. It actually super sucks. And I had to make fun of it. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to yap on it. That's it. Yep. You ever experience a Winter Soldier moment, son? Well, you're about to. I'm going to trigger one for you. Campbell's Chicken Noodle Possibilities. Remember that? Well, what if those possibilities were that you're consuming terrible 3D printed bioengineered meat? That right now is the big story around Campbell's, whom I'm sure all of you are familiar with Campbell's food products. I think a lot of us here have grown up with it. There was a recording that just got released that was filmed in secret by an employee that was, I guess, listening to a goddamn podcast from the VP of Information at Campbell's, who was ranting and raving about how terrible the quality of their food is and why he'd never buy it, how it's food for poor people, calling it bioengineered, 3D printed, basically just saying it's all like a bunch of shit you feed to piggies, not people. Then he also started like insulting Indians during this. It was like an hour and a half long recording, allegedly. It was recorded by a former employee named Robert Garza, who's filing a lawsuit about basically being wrongfully terminated because he tried to like complain about this kind of behavior. And the person apparently that has been recorded is Campbell's VP of Information Technology, Martin Bawley. I learned about this eye-opening revelation on stream, so I'm going to show you those clips, which also has like the pertinent audio section about like the bioengineered meat. Because that is a pretty big claim to say that it's like not real, low-quality, bioengineered meat from a 3D printer. 3D printed meat, that's like fucking SpongeBob canned bread moment right there. I didn't think we were at that point, and I still don't think we are. I'm pretty sure this guy was just a bit off his gourd during this rant, and it seems like it was a rant he was delivering straight from the soul, to be able to yap for an hour and a half, apparently uninterrupted, just raving about the company you are a VP at, like that's a lot. So I feel like he kind of got a little lost in the sauce. I would be very surprised to learn that it's actually 3D printed meat. I think what he was just trying to express is that it's so beneath him he would never eat this poor people food that his company makes. That seems to be the what he was trying to express. You hear about the Campbell's soup drama right now. Security analysts secretly recorded the executive VP for the company saying the soup is made with bioengineered meat that they make for poor people. What? Yeah, I just read a comment, and I just looked it up. There's a bunch of articles. Campbell's Soup at risk of being shut down in Florida because there was secret audio that was recorded with the VP saying that their meat is bioengineered, like slop, basically, quote, made for poor people.
Oh yeah, bioengineered meat chicken from 3D printer.
Campbell
Soup VP mocks poor people who buy its food.
I have got to check this shit out later. What
the fuck?
3D printed meat.
Yeah, what the fuck? These stories always blow my mind because how many people have to know and not say anything.
Yeah, like this is just one of those things where there are so many people in this pipeline, and this is the first I've ever heard of that. We have shit for fucking poor people. I don't buy fucking Campbell's products. Now that I know, oh my god, this is crazy.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that I know what the fuck's in it.
How is that? Like, I didn't even think we had that technology yet to, like, print meat.
So we do, but it's currently more expensive. It's super interesting because this guy also just sounds stupid.
Is taking legal action against
bioengineered meat, if I'm not mistaken, is really expensive right now because they can't do it in bulk.
It's got to be something, right? They have to found some way of doing it cheap.
Explosive allegations about one of its top executives.
I guess the other thing is, I can almost guarantee Campbell's probably comes out and goes, "Hey, we don't print our chicken."
Well, yeah, but apparently it's an audio recording of the VP saying that. I want to hear the audio. Where is it?
Of Monroe.
Yeah, that's my thought though, is like the higher ups are gonna come out and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, but it's the VP. Okay, here, hold on. Here's the audio.
So in a company like Campbell's, there's probably like 1,000 VPs.
You think so? I guess that's true.
Yeah, here,
Each
I
branch.
can look on LinkedIn.
Robert
VP is like the lowest end of the impressive sounding title, basically.
Okay.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I know what the in it.
Campbell's
Even
Soup
in can of
Company.
soup, I
I'm
look
gonna
at it
look
and
them up on LinkedIn. Let's see.
Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording.
Okay, hearing the recording, it sounds like he's exaggerating. It sounds like the 3D printer is something he made up. But he's basically saying, like, this is actual trash food I would never eat. I don't want to eat meat that came from a 3D printer, do you? It sounds like he's the one that's, like, pulling that out, not saying that it actually comes from that.
Yeah, it's, like, hyperbolic a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But even still, just putting that out there is just an immediate, like, bomb to the company.
Yeah, like, I have to imagine their stock has dropped.
Man, that's so fucking
alleges
interesting.
Campbell's Soup VP made racist comments. It says its food is made for poor people. Yeah, it seems like this guy lost his noggin.
It's a 15... Whoa, the recording lasted longer than an hour and 15 minutes.
I just saw that.
Holy shit. What, was he just, like, uninterrupted monologuing at the office here while this guy recorded it?
A guy just went, over and over as he recorded on his phone.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
Sir, another thing. They couldn't think for the jobs. I'm like, you dumb
Just pure disgust.
And when he complained,
the response to Robert sticking up for other people is he gets fired.
I'm so curious what even spawned this rant from him. Like, did he just come in randomly, like, all right, everyone gather around, I got a campfire story to tell you. Fuck Campbell's, this is shit for poor people, listen to me, listen well. Like, I wonder what got him down this road in the first place. just like this snowball turning into an avalanche of a rant against the company where he is like a higher level position at. Like maybe it was something as simple as Robert being like, "Hey man, what's going on today?" He's like, "Well, let me fucking tell you what's going on today." It's crazy. And so he did record this. It feels pretty cut and dry here that this is that guy saying these things. And in retaliation, after complaining, he was fired. He was sticking up for his fellow employees and got fired for it. Big Campbell's themselves have responded saying, "If the comments heard on the audio recording were in fact made by Mr. Bali, they are unacceptable. Such language does not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We do not tolerate this kind of language under any circumstances." So, criticizing his use of sentence enhancers. He's got a bit of a sailor's mouth on him, and Campbell's is condemning that. He's been temporarily put on leave while they conduct their own investigation. They noted his role in IT, which has nothing to do with how Campbell's makes its food, which is true. When I first was reading this story, it wasn't exactly clear to me what his role is, but after looking it up, he is not in, like, the production of its food, so it would be information he wouldn't be privy to in the first place, which is why I said during the stream it sounds like he's just exaggerating about, like, 3D printed meat. He views it as just, like, this lesser food because he's a fucking executive or something at Campbell's, so he wouldn't touch the shit. I don't think he's actually claiming it's 3D printed, and I would be very surprised if it was, because that would be extremely fucking expensive. More expensive than just sourcing cheaper chicken somewhere. But they responded to this saying, "We are proud of the food we make, the people who make it, and the high-quality ingredients we use to provide consumers with good food at a good value. We know that millions of people use Campbell's products, and we're honored by the trust they put in us. The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd." Campbell's then said that the chicken meat in its soup comes from long-trusted USDA-approved US suppliers with high-quality standards. So basically their response is, this is a load of hooey, this guy's a fucking wacko, and everything he said is a bunch of horseradish. Which, yeah, that makes sense as a response here. He does sound like off his rocker during the recording, just bouncing from like one complaint to another. And like I said, I really doubt that they actually 3D print their chicken at Campbell's. I've liked Campbell's like my whole life. I've never had like a problem with it. Is it like the highest quality gourmet food you can eat? No. And it's not supposed to be. I don't see what there is to be so incredibly angry about, where you're just like shitting on it entirely, saying like it's strictly for poor people, it's bioengineered 3D printed meat, and it would never touch my refined palate. Absolutely not. Like, it's fucking absurd, man. Like, Campbell's is for anyone that wants like a cheap, quick little meal that's decent. That's always been where Campbell's lives, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it is so fucking weird to hear him go on this rant. Like, I do think this will do legitimate damage to the company, given his position and his fiery words here. And it's also terrible what happened to Robert, where you get punished for trying to do the right thing. So hopefully he wins that lawsuit here, because it sounds like this guy just went fucking rogue. It doesn't sound like Campbell's is going to be backing him up, at least not right now. It doesn't seem to be like that. But I guess we'll have to see. Like, maybe it turns out this recording is, you know, a bunch of horse hockey. Like, it's not real or something, but I doubt it. Seems like it probably is. Anyway, though, just found this to be interesting. Wanted to share it. That's about it. See ya. When I first heard of the conspiracy theory that there's a secret Stranger Things Episode 9 airing on the 7th of January, I thought it was a joke, like a meme. Haha, everyone was so disappointed with the finale that they've deluded themselves into thinking that there's a new secret one that's actually coming and the one we watched was fake. I thought it was just like taking the piss because so many people were extremely disappointed with how the series ended. And now today, it's all I'm seeing. I am inundated with these unhinged explanations for why there is actually a secret 9th episode that's airing in less than 24 hours. And it's coming from a place of, like, genuine belief, it feels like. This is earnest. It's called Conformity. Fuck! Conformity Gate confirmed by me accidentally! I knew it! Conformity Gate. That's the name of this movement. And they're using pieces of evidence like this. This was on the Stranger Things TikTok, and you'll notice behind our character there, On the clock, it's 1:07. 1:07? That's January 7th. Coinky dink? Perhaps. But I think not. I'd be a fool to believe in coincidences when it comes to Stranger Things. Much like Joyce with the lights, the community is putting together the pieces of this puzzle, the breadcrumbs the genius Duffer Brothers have laid out. They wanted you to believe that the finale was underwhelming. They wanted to tank the reputation of one of the most powerful IPs in Netflix history in order to get you all with the bait and switch that the good episode is actually airing tomorrow, and a huge surprise. The whole concept of that is just wild to me. Why would they even have a fake episode? The idea being that Vecna, this is all part of his illusion, so the ending we got, the epilogue, all of that stuff never actually happened. This is Vecna projecting this to us, and it's not real. The real ending is on the 7th. That is a dumber idea than NFTs. That shit is poop. Because at best, with this concept, it means that the 2 hours you spent on the fake finale was 2 hours just wasted. It doesn't do anything to elevate that. If there was a secret finale that's good, all it means is that there is an episode before it, the penultimate episode, is just not good on purpose. So it's a waste of your time. It just doesn't pass the smell test. There would be no reason why they would intentionally give their community that's waited a decade for the ending something less than great on purpose for the sake of getting them with the surprise, here's the actual finale. There's nothing positive about that. Yeah, so I just don't see that coming, especially not from Netflix of all places. And it makes even less sense when you consider the press tour that the Duffer Brothers are going on right now with the Orb of Confusion in their possession, where anytime they're asked questions about the show, they're like, oh yeah, I don't know. I guess. Possibly. Them trying to answer questions about their own series is like you trying to remember a fever dream you had after chugging NyQuil. Like, they're having a hard time even remembering half the shit that fans are even asking them. So I don't think that's them trying to, cover for this secret grand scheme of a episode 9 finale. I think they just really got lost in the sauce and forgot a lot of things along the way, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. As it stands, the finale isn't the worst ending to a show in the world, but the fact that it is so disappointing to so many people, it's led to them having this mass hypnosis where they're in this trance state, Vecna is controlling them now, where they're projecting these ideas that it can't be, less than stellar. There must be something more. So now they've cooked this up and they're using just nonsensical explanations for why Conformity Gate is real. And like I said, I thought this was just a meme at first, like a joke. And if you're the Duffer Brothers, this has to be the ultimate insult that your series finale is so not amazing and flat to so many people that they actually cannot believe that this is the end, that they think there must be more to it. That's gotta feel like shit for them. More so than people just outright insulting it or picking apart the numerous glaring plot holes and inconsistencies. The fact that your most diehard fans and Stranger Things enthusiasts are the ones that are there must be more, this can't be actually how it ends, that has to be just the ultimate insult. If I was the Duffer Brothers, I would actually just get right back in the lab again, talking to Netflix. Brother, we're doing another season or something, or a special coming up, next November or something. We've got to do something. Holy shit, this is hurting our feelings a lot. It would actually be motivating me to be okay, I'm doing something. I'm going to try and play into this. Yep, we fooled you. The real finale is end of 2026. But anyway, though, back to Conformity Gate. The evidence they use is just grasping at straws, like a Twitter user going on Netflix, typing in Season 5, Episode 9, and Stranger Things and House pops up, using that as evidence, because when you type in Episode 10 for Season 5, Episode 10, Stranger Things and House don't pop up, but you know what does? Emily in Paris. Wow, that's awfully thought-provoking. That is an eyebrow-raising observation. If you've been hit in the head with a hammer, you can't be serious. Do you want to know why that's most likely the case? Because Netflix's search function isn't amazing. In this example here, Emily in Paris didn't show up for Season 5, Episode 9, but it did for Episode 10. There is an Episode 9 of Emily in Paris for Season 5. Why wasn't it present? Because Netflix isn't great at that kind of thing. Just because Stranger Things popped up for season 5, episode 9 doesn't mean there is one. There is, however, an additional Stranger Things piece of content dropping, which is the behind the scenes stuff, but it is not season 5, episode 9, the secret finale, and that's not evidence of it. And I've seen other people using the search function for like their strong points for conformity gate, such as typing in fake ending, having Stranger Things pop up, which it does. I tried it myself. You know what else Stranger Things pops up for? Bad ending. And also, most notably, big fart. Wow. Now we're getting somewhere. I gotta be honest with you, sports fans. The longer I spend diving in this rabbit hole, the more convinced I become that there might really be something of substance here to this conformity gate conspiracy. You can't argue with big fart. Just like you can't argue with a complete misunderstanding of Morse code. So this user looked at the cassette tapes and came up with Morse code that spells out "did not stop me." But that only works if you have no fucking clue about Morse code, which, admittedly, I'm in that camp, but you can look it up. The unlimited information is at your fingertips, should you choose to look into it. So first of all, you can't really have Morse code work without some variations in the lines. You need short and long elements, typically dots that you'll see in Morse code. And if you pull up the actual Morse code here and try and somehow stretch it to fit the fucking Twitter post here for the Stranger Things message, it doesn't even come fucking close at all. So first of all, in the cassette tapes, there's clearly no variation in size or anything, so there's no dots, there's no long lines. But even just using the long lines that they have listed here doesn't work at all, because the first one doesn't even exist. There is no 4 just long. But let's just go ahead and assume that the last one is a small. That would mean it's 9. Not you, it would be 9. And then the second one, let's assume the empty spaces there in the cassettes are dots and the cassette is long. Then what you have is dot, long, dot, dot, which is not D, that is an L. So you have 9L, and then underneath that, it's not I. Long, dot, long, long is Y. So you get 9LY, and then underneath that, you don't even get L again. So even if you just look at the Morse code they put on Twitter here, it can't be did, because the D pattern is not even repeated there. So how the fuck could it possibly be did? That wouldn't work. The whole thing crumbles. It is a complete sham. And yet people are believing that. There are so many people that looked at that and like, holy shit, the proof is right there in the pudding, and they're using ChatGPT to confirm it. Grok, are we right about this Vecna theory here? Does this Morse code confirm it? Well, darn tootin', looks like you cracked the code. You're a real smart cookie. Thanks, Grok. Can you put me in a bikini? It's just so fucking absurd. That is not even close to being anything substantial or even remotely correct, yet people are willing to run with it so they can continue to believe in conformity gate. Like, ultimately it's harmless, but it's just so ridiculous that I can't help but make fun of it and get, like, somewhat heated about it. Like, I actually cannot wrap my mind around people that are really believing in it. Like, it's shocking to me. And they're using things like the marketing material where they're saying it's going to be a dark Christmas as more proof that this is accurate. Since it wasn't a dark Christmas, fucking nobody dies in season 5 at all. Huge spoiler alert. Literally nobody but one character who you don't know anything about, can't care about because she's only there for like 4 seconds of screen time across the whole season, across the whole series really. Outside of that, there's no character death, so it wasn't a dark Christmas. They're using that to say the dark Christmas they meant was Orthodox Christmas, which is January 7th. Come on! Goodness gracious, come on! Snap back to reality, I'm begging! Again, it's ultimately harmless, but holy shit, it is crazy. It is actually unbelievable that there are people out there that truly are, like, believing in this. Like to a degree where I saw people trying to book tickets to the secret the secret finale at their movie theater, because another big conformity gate evidence piece is that some people's movie theaters on the 8th aren't doing a ton of showings for other movies. So they believe the reason for that is because the theaters are occupied showing Stranger Things finale. So they're trying to book tickets to those imaginary make-believe showings for the secret 9th episode. It's so weird. Now, at the end of the day, if I'm wrong and this is all by design, that'd be something special. I think it'd be extremely fucking stupid. That'd be a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. Like, it'd be something I'd never seen before, and there's merit in that. This would definitely be creative. to intentionally fumble your finale, but it actually was you faking it the whole time. You didn't fumble it. You have a secret episode in the tank. That would be interesting, but still extremely stupid. I'd love to be like wrong about, Conformity Gate. I'd love if it's real. That would be like entertainingly disastrous as a concept, but I am just 100% certain that's not the case here. I do know that there will be the behind the scenes for Stranger Things that comes out. That is on its way, but it's not the secret 9th episode finale, I don't think, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, let me show you some clips from last night when I was learning more about Conformity Gate. There's actually a decent amount of evidence, but I think it's mostly writing mistakes. I can't imagine there's a decent amount of evidence to suggest a secret 9th episode. That, I think what they're probably looking at is fucking plot holes that this whole season was filled to the brim with. That doesn't mean that the Duffer Bros have secretly cooked up a plan that erases those, and it was actually all part of their master scheme to make everyone think that they fumbled. That would be the stupidest idea ever. What is this? X a lie. Wow. Now that's compelling evidence. Oh god. While both Susie and Vicky were absent from the epilogue, some theorists believe Vecna left them out entirely because he didn't know who they were and therefore couldn't include them in the ending he allegedly constructed. Oh, that's so sad. It wasn't Vecna who forgot who they were, I'm sorry to tell you. According to Conformity Gate theorists, the final episode of Stranger Things could be released January 7th. Why that date? Netflix previously shared a cryptic post reading, "Your future is on the way," accompanied by a January 7th tag, leading some members of the fandom to speculate it could be connected to the theory. It also is significant in general because it marks Orthodox Christmas, which aligns with Season 5's release pattern of dropping episodes on major holidays, including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. Every Insta account of Netflix in different regions changed their bio to relating of Stranger Things. No shit, it's their flagship series that just ended. Of course everything's going to be relating to Stranger Things. They want as many people as possible to watch it. Let bro believe in the whimsical. I don't care, ultimately. It's fine. It's a harmless cope. Hey, it'd be great to eat my own words. Maybe January 7th rolls around and they're like, gotcha! It's actually... here's the real ending. Here's a story I didn't expect to be revisiting so soon. The Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel cheating scandal. So, a couple weeks ago, I made a video going over what was known at the time that Diana Rossini, who is a sports reporter, has been for a long time, was photographed in a romantic getaway with Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. This naughty sin started blowing up immediately because Diana Rossini has been in the industry for a very long time, and she is married to a man named Kevin. Mike Vrabel has been a coach for a while. It is a very prominent coach at the moment, and he is married to a woman named Jennifer. And yet here they are with this potential affair just now broadcast out there for everyone to see. So they started scrambling to try and come up with excuses like, oh, actually we had so many friends there and you guys just didn't catch them on camera. This is totally normal for a sports reporter to be romantically hugging and touching and being in a hot tub alone with the head coach that she's probably reporting on. And make no mistake, Diana Rossini's favorite topic is Mike Vrabel. Before she deleted her Twitter account, banishing it to the Shadow Realm in a panic when people started combing through it, she had more tweets about Mike Vrabel than she did her husband and son combined. She thought about Mike Vrabel more than Garfield thinks about lasagna. She was always posting about him. And anyway, no one really knew how deep this rabbit hole went until the last couple days as more and more pictures emerged. This was an affair that had been going on for approximately 6 years. It gets fucking diabolical. Before getting into the new information though, I want to once again set the stage showing you just how much there was out there. It seemed like she was constantly gloating subtly about being unfaithful to her husband, but she wasn't shy about humiliating her husband, Kevin. In fact, that became like her anime finishing move. Diana Rossini wants to make a joke? Well, it's got to be at the expense of her husband.
To address this, it happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana Rossini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now, this doesn't seem nice. We have put together photos of Diana's husband here for everyone to see so you can make some amends on national television.
We're average together. And you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living. And he said, good luck today, be great on Get Up. So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV killing him. Look, we're average together, but he makes me above average because he married me. So I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm going to be divorced by Christmas.
Good one, Diana. If I had a beautiful husband, I'd post about him too, but instead I got average Joe Schmo over here, this oaf, so of course I keep him hidden in the basement. I don't want anyone to see that. Shameful. That's crazy. And she even goes a step further, letting people know that her husband seems very sweet, even sent her like an encouraging text like, you've got it, hun, you're going to do great on the show. Only for her to then turn around and be like, oh, my husband's fucking ugly. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. Am I fucking right, guys? My husband. Let's point and laugh at this guy, shoot spitballs at him. Not beautiful, by the way. Craziness. And this isn't the only example of her doing that. This is just the most egregious and most cruel. I think that is just brutal and heartbreaking to hear. But she has plenty of others where she'd make jokes like, there are so many things I did in Miami I can't tell my husband. He would not understand. And just a bunch of like jabs at her husband. And Mike Vrabel also did the same to Jen. There is a resurfaced clip of Diana Rossini interviewing Vrabel and bringing up his wife, which is also some sick, twisted shit because these two are in an affair for an extended period of time. And Mike Vrabel also just insults his wife too. So it seemed like it was part of like their bonding ritual, Diana and Mike, to insult their spouses publicly.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you do. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong? Have you ever done it with her?
Mm-hmm. I get too aggressive.
Yeah, I
can't. And after it's two volleys, I just try to.
Real classy stuff there, Mike. What an excellent answer. Your wife is a superb athlete. Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't know about that. Actually, used to be is more appropriate. That's the correct term. She is no longer. But Diana, speaking of superb athletes, how about you? Gold medalist in the Dickus. The cockput. Am I right, Diana? We're fucking. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You want me to compliment you, don't you, Diana? Here, let me belittle my wife. Let me put her down in front of you, Diana, so you know that I care more about you than my wife, huh? Good stuff, Mike. Really incredible stuff. Point is, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel weren't exactly overly shy about farting on their spouses here in the public eye, making them kind of a joke and insulting them. Now, the aftermath of those initial photos and initial information that came out was Diana Rossini's resignation. She resigned from her position at The Athletic. Mike Vrabel also just recently made a statement, but there's been even more new information. It has truly been Pandora's box that's been opened on this topic. There are so many photos of them together dating all the way back to 2020. That is these photos right here. These were taken in March 2020, and they show Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel getting intimate publicly. That looks to be a smooch coming in there. I'm no private eye, but I can say with a high level of confidence that right there is a kiss. I would eat my left shoe if it turned out to be anything but a romantic exchanging of saliva. So I think it's pretty clear these two had been seeing each other for an extended period of time behind the backs of their significant others. These photos were taken approximately like 6 months before Diana got married to Kevin. And what becomes even more evil is Diana Rossini's son was born in August of 2021. And guess what the son was named? Michael. That's fucking crazy. because her son now shares the same name as the man that she's cheating on her husband with. Again, I'm not a detective, but I can follow a stinky smell, and I think these breadcrumbs have got quite the odor. I don't think that's any kind of innocent coincidence, especially when you take a look at further evidence from her tweets like this. Keep looking at my almost 4-day-old son Michael whilst trying to figure out who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL. Mike Vrabel was formerly a player in the NFL and is a head coach in the NFL, formerly with the Titans, now with the Patriots. I mean, that tweet is 4 days after her son was born, and she's instantly talking about a potential best coach named Michael. That's kind of weird. And she had been routinely cheating on her husband with a coach named Michael Vrabel. I mean, it doesn't take a genius here to piece this puzzle together. That's fucking disgusting, man. I feel so bad for her husband. Now anyway, like I mentioned, Mike Vrabel also made a statement loosely addressing everything that was going on here. He didn't get into the weeds of it, but he did give a statement, which does contradict what was coming from Diana Rossini's camp that was kind of outright denying all of it. Mike Vrabel's is a little more pointed about what's going on.
You know, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me, that starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. Those are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private.
So he seems to be much more about saying that he's made some decisions that go against what he believes is, you know, acceptable. It's not up to his standards, but he doesn't actually start talking about cheating on his wife with Diana Rossini, but you can tell that that's what that's in regards to this whole story here. He's not denying it or anything fully, or anything like what Diana Rossini and her team tried to do with like all these excuses that obviously didn't make any sense. So his is a little more directly talking about it and not just shooting it down. And he's talking about how like he's talked with the team and stuff, that kind of thing. He's keeping other things private and he's talking with his family. But yeah, anyway, pretty crazy how much has come out now about these two. I am blown away by the amount of photos that exist of these two together over the years. I don't know how they were able to keep the cheating a secret for this long. It's fucking gross stuff, man. Especially Diana Rossini naming her son Michael, seemingly after Mike Vrabel, the man she is cheating on her husband with for 6 fucking years. That actually had me audibly go, oh, when I saw that. Crazy stuff, man. It really is. Anyway, I just had to give you the follow-up. That's about it. See ya. I think it was like 2 years ago or something like that. I made a video spitting on those degenerate parasites that would go live on TikTok with videos, not actually live streams. They would have pre-recorded videos that they loop that aim to deceive children into giving them money or interacting with the stream, like spam emojis or spam galaxies, or else I'm gonna press this button. It's the boogeyman's cell phone. He's coming right to your house to fuck your mother. Yeah, quick, it's about to be game over. Or even more egregious, they say things like, the first person to donate 5 schmoobles, send me 6 ice creams, is going to get 10 billion V-Bucks, that kind of thing, and it actually works. Not the getting V-Bucks thing, don't get it twisted. The scamming children thing, deceiving them, misleading them into giving you money because they go grab their parents' credit card like, oh my goodness, what a deal, punching in those wacky numbers in there. And they don't realize that it's not actually a live stream. They're not actually going to get anything. What happens is they keep looping it for a while, then they take the stream down, then they start it up again a little bit later to get a whole new batch of suckers. And rinse and repeat. That's something that's been going on TikTok for a long time, but it now has infested YouTube as well, which I knew about, but I haven't yapped about it in a while because I got a very doomer attitude about it, how there's nothing you can do because YouTube isn't cracking down on it, even though it's a clear violation of their policies. But now it finally seems like they are. Jax Films just made a video going over this as well. I highly recommend you check out the whole thing. I'm going to show you bits and pieces of it.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? So what you're looking at are 4 YouTube channels live streaming at the same time, except they're not actually live. Here, pay attention to the second video on the left and see if you can spot anything weird. Guys, 2 more seconds. Oh, just cut! Oh, tell me you saw the cut. That's right. These live streams are actually all looped, pre-recorded videos made to trick children into giving them money.
It really is such a shame that insufferable dweebs like this are no longer getting wedgies. Instead, now they get to just go endlessly scam children on these platforms without repercussions.
Press it right now if you want Robux and send me the laughing disco. Anyone does a red super chat, you're gonna get 1,000,000 Robux right now, okay, bro?
Now, according to these gentlemen, this is all above board.
Yo, Jack, you need to stop trying to expose us, bro. Leave us alone.
We're not doing anything wrong, bro. We're not doing anything wrong.
It's fucking pathetic how you can actually hear the stupid in people's voices now. Like, there are people that are just observably stupid, and just in that one little brief clip there, I know for a fact that if you put the two of them together, they might not break double-digit IQ. They are just completely rotted. They grew up in this shit, they were molded by it, and they never broke out of it. They are just fucking perpetually stuck with baby brain. It is so sad. Like, I would feel bad for them if they weren't just scamming children. And make no mistake, they're not just harmlessly illiterate. They know what they're doing is wrong. They're just trying to cover their own ass. Now a lot of them have deleted it and tried to scrub it from their pages, probably out of fear of some kind of consequences, because, like I said in the beginning, it looks like they actually are starting to crack down on this. What they're doing is not only a violation of this platform's terms and policies, it is full-blown illegal. It's fraud. You are fraudulently running these fake giveaways. So like that guy who's saying, first one to send a red super chat gets 1,000,000 V-Bucks. That is a crime. That is fraud. And contrary to what generic NPC broccoli hair goober straight off the galaxy gas tries to spit out there about how they're doing nothing wrong, they are doing something wrong. And they should be punished for it. Saying shit like, give me this galaxy, which is real money, by the way, and you'll get all these Robux pouring out of every orifice of your body, that kind of thing, and faking these live streams, looping this shit endlessly. That is fraudulent. It's fake giveaways. They don't actually give any of this away. If you do give them money, you don't get anything in return. In fact, you just get flexed on by them.
Guys, we are so sorry, guys. We all do the crocodile streams.
They actually thought this went hard, by the way. This lame garbage. This only further confirms my theory that there is a government lab out there that's churning out these NPCs as an experiment. They all have the same hairdo. They're basically the exact same copy and paste person here. I'm telling you, there's something fishy. I'm not trying to get conspiratorial, but there's something afoot. They got the damn Manhattan Project going on, shitting out these twerps. Also, why is that Disney Channel extra on the far left of that video half naked? Why does he have his whole chest out rubbing it on the protagonist's chair? What the hell? What in tarnation?
And I noticed he happened to be live at the time. So I checked it out, and this is what it was.
And then I'm gonna click the green call button right now, live on stream, and I'm gonna call 911 right now, chat.
By the way, they never call 911. This is a very common tactic you'll see across a bunch of live streams. And the goal of this is to drive that viewer count up and keep the viewer's attention.
If you're following along with your thinking caps on, paying attention, you will also know that that is not live. It's again just a pre-recorded video. Jax Films shows you the cut. It's blatantly obvious. They're not very good at even making it appear to be live. They don't care because they haven't faced any punishment for it. So it is very sloppy and haphazardly thrown together. So he's got, fucking emo Chucky Finster back there doing moves while pretending to I'm about to call 911, everyone, I'm about to call 911. So the viewer number's going way up, and then it gets to the next phase of the scam where they tries to squeeze the kids for their lunch money.
I swear, I didn't edit this next part.
Right now, here we go. In 5, 4. Okay, let's choose another person for some Robux, guys. Who in the chat wants Robux right now? Everyone right now.
All of a sudden, we've taken a hard shift into the next phase of this scam, live stream. So first, he claims he'll give you Robux, the in-game currency for the popular video game Roblox. But then he says this.
Whoever is the first person to click the little gift box at the bottom right-hand corner, right there, and send me the laughing disco. Whoever is the first person to do that, I'm gonna pick you, and you're gonna be next.
You can send them little gifts that cost real-world money. And this laughing disco ball costs just south of $5.
This isn't just some free emoji, like you can put a fist bump in there or anything like that. It does cost just shy of 5 clams. So, if you send him about 5 clams, you get free Robux. That's right, this Whippets addict is gonna send you Robux. How cool is that?
So Joxy is saying that whoever sends him this disco ball thing will in return receive Robux. And look, it's working. These people in the live chat both sent him laughing discos. But then he says this.
Okay, skinny Gordra.
Oh my god, he's such a bumbling, drooling idiot that it is painful. His illiteracy is making me sick. In his own scam, he couldn't even choose a name that he can pronounce, that he can read. He couldn't even fucking say the name in his own scam. And again, this isn't live either. This is looping. He doesn't ever send the Robux to anyone. So those 2 people that sent him the money, they get nothing. They fell victim to his scam.
Then I kept watching.
Guys, hurry up. Tell me your username in the chat right now. Okay, let's choose another person for some Robux.
Uh-oh.
Whoever is the first person to click the little gift box at the bottom right-hand corner, right there, and send me the laughing disco. Whoever is the first person to do that, I'm gonna pick you, and you're gonna be next. You're gonna be next. Okay, skinny Gordra.
Somehow it's always that dastardly skinny Gordra, as he calls them, that keeps winning the Robux. How is he so quick with that emoji? How does he keep getting away with it?
Okay, you're getting Robux, skinny Gordra.
That's right. This loops over and over again. This live stream isn't live at all, but an edited loop meant to trick viewers with this false sense of urgency. Like, hurry, hurry, hurry. And as you can see, it kind of works. $10 here, $20 there. And he does this over and over and over again, multiple times a day, every day.
And wouldn't you know it, somehow, Skinny keeps winning. It's always that damn Skinny Gordra. How does he always win?
Oh, look, this one's live right now. Oh my god, it's the exact same scam we just saw on Joxy's channel. Quite literally the same video.
Whoever is the first person to click the little gift box at the bottom right-hand corner.
And it's not just on this one douchebag's channel. They do this across many. It's an entire network. So that same Joxy video is played on an entirely separate channel. The exact same video, again, trying to farm, trying to mislead children into tuning into the stream and then try and get them to, like, panic send money to try and win the Robux. But it's all just the same looped video. It's a fake live stream that is just, by every possible definition, a scam. And it should be treated as a serious one because they have made a sizable chunk of change from this. Like, even just during Jack's Films' following of these channels, they made a lot of money that he was able to watch unfold in front of them because it posts a message in the chat when someone does send them the money. And this isn't a donation, by the way. I know that's how they're going to try and loophole it, but it's not a donation because they are outright telling their viewers, if you send us this emoji, this is money, by the way, if you send us this money, you will get this item in return, whether it's Robux or V-Bucks. So they are paying you for that. I think that's how it should be treated. Of course, I'm not a fucking lawyer. I didn't pass the bar. But to me, that no longer constitutes a donation. They are giving you money under the pretense that you are giving them an item in return for that. So, in my little Neanderthal noodle here, to me, that is now wiping your whole bussy with the idea of it being a donation. It is now a transaction for an item that you are not delivering, that you never intended to deliver. Thus, fraud. So, I feel like this is a crime, should be treated as a crime, and they should be seriously punished for it. They have taken a lot of money from a lot of people over the course of however many months they've been running this scam.
If we click the little bio here, it says, this channel is owned by Joxy's management team. Joxy does not have access to the channel. Weird. It kind of reads like a disclaimer meant to distance the personality from the channel.
Man, you know what? I take it all back. These guys are slick. That was very smooth. Maybe they passed the bar. Wow, the way they were able to weasel themselves out of the accountability here. They don't own the channel. You can't hold Joxy responsible. He only makes all of the money from it. But he doesn't log in. This mystery person, the elusive man, logs in there. Fucking Slender Man is the one that actually controls the channel. They're the ones that are nefariously looping these pre-recorded videos that Joxy and all of his douchebag stupid associates make money on.
Well, let's take a look at his most recent video titled, We're So Sorry.
Hi guys.
We're so sorry.
We are so guys, we all do the crocodile streams. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. We might not be truthful with you guys.
Charming.
There are few things as cringe as people trying this hard. They are really doing all they can to look like they just don't care. They're just above it all. You guys are actually beneath us. We don't care. And Jiminy Christmas, someone needs to have an intervention with the pinstripe-wearing wiffle ball superstar over there that is going plus ultra on the try-hard. He is biting his lower lip while flexing. The insecurity is so potent I can smell it through the computer screen. This is a DEFCON red alert insecure fucking meatball here. He is unironically doing the beach is that way. Beach is that way. Oh, no. I went back and watched it again, and I only just now noticed he doesn't even have a watch on. The others are flexing like some Temu drop-shipped whatever garbage, fucking whatever they got from Wish.com. He doesn't even have that much. He is actually just there with his shirt wide open and trying all that he can to strike muscle poses here. I guess you didn't get the memo. This was supposed to be like a fake I'm sorry, and he's treating it like he's doing a photo shoot for Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition or some shit. He's just constantly posing. Somehow, in this group of pathetic losers, he found a way to be the most cringe amongst all of them.
Predictably, Joxy's stream on the right eventually turned into the Robux grift. But what was really funny was when Bacon's stream did the exact same thing. And I was able to record my reaction live.
Okay, let's distribute this, guys. Someone in the chat.
Who wants some Robux, guys?
Yes. Holy shit. 2 scams. Don't worry, I checked. This footage also loops.
Unsurprisingly, this whole stalling thing to try and get a bunch of viewers in there while looping a stall video that never actually finishes whatever they say they're going to do, like with the crocodile tooth and the 911, usually transitions into them doing the Joxy thing, which is, okay, now we need money. So now give me money and you'll get Robux, V-Bucks, whatever. So in that one, Bacon, buttfuck, whatever it is, I already forgot the guy's name, but his does the exact same thing. So clearly the goal is deceive a bunch of children, get them hooked on like, oh, he's gonna press the crocodile tooth, wow. And then it goes into, okay, now quickly you gotta give me money so you can earn some V-Bucks and Robux, that kind of thing. And it works. They are apparently making actual money from this. In Jack's Films video, if you watch the whole thing, which again I highly recommend you do, you can see a lot of people fall victim to it throughout the course of his video. They are giving them money for it.
Oh, they're doing it at the same time. I love it. Laughing disco, laughing disco. Give us laughing disco, and then we'll give you Robux.
Yo, Jack, you need to stop trying to expose us, bro. Leave us alone.
We're not doing anything wrong, bro. We're not doing anything wrong.
Oh, really?
What are you doing, bro? Come on. You gotta stop.
It's crazy. Quick. Everybody join the stream and say go.
Solid defense, fellas, but I don't think that will hold up in a court of law. Dude, that's so cool.
Oh shit, goofball got him. He rubbed his nipples at him while shirtless. He dunked on Jack there. This kind of behavior is actually baffling to me. Not the fact that they're all douchebags, that's very commonplace, especially with that hairstyle. It's the fact that they keep trying to look cool, and they believe that looking cool is being shirtless at all times. So like this guy standing up shirtless, rubbing his nipples at Jack. That is so embarrassing. Why are you doing that? Especially when you have a body that's built like a bag of milk. It looks like someone tried to draw Hank Hill's torso outline. There's not even the idea of muscle to be found on this guy's upper body. So why are you trying to, like, flex on him with a nipple rub? Like, what is that, man? I'll stop yapping about it. Again, I recommend going to watch Jack's full coverage of it. They've deleted most of this. They've tried to scrub its existence so that way they can avoid being punished for it, I think, since there has been somewhat of a crackdown on it. But there are still plenty of re-uploads and plenty of evidence to their wrongdoing here. Again, it is a scam. It should be treated as such. I believe there needs to be serious punishment. There needs to be a precedent set. Otherwise, just like all those degenerate pranks, it's going to continue to spiral out of control. More and more people are going to be doing this kind of thing, scamming through these fake live streams, and this shit just super sucks. Anyway, wanted to talk about this. That's about it. See ya. Nina Lynn has quickly become one of my least favorite streamers, which is an impressive accolade considering how few streams I watch these days. She really speedran this. Her and Jack Doherty occupy a very special place online of just being highly unlikable, annoying, insufferable assholes. And in Nina Lynn's case, it's exceptionally frustrating considering she has broadcast herself sexually assaulting a man before, and then even treating it as a joke later on, even after like some fucking crocodile tears about how she understands that it was wrong or whatever, or why people might think it was bad. She herself has kind of made light of it since then. So, sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn has continued to stream even after broadcasting that crime, and her content's only really elevated since then. She's broadcast more crimes, and today she's been banned for her third time in 6 weeks. You couldn't hit me in the head with a sledgehammer enough times to make me delusional enough to believe that Twitch is permanently banning her. My hunch is that this will be 3 days, or potentially up to a week. Tops. Absolute maximum I see this being is a week, and that's if all the stars align and Dan Clancy stops gooning for a minute to maybe try and, like, keep her stream down for a little bit to try and maybe put on a strong face of teaching her a lesson. But it won't be permanent. I think Twitch has made it very clear they don't actually take sexual assault that seriously when it's a woman doing it to a man. That is kind of the impression that a lot of people walk away from now, considering what Nina Lynn has done. She is the sexual assault superstar and has now quickly become the face of degeneracy on Twitch, and they don't seem to mind. So, I want to show you a few clips since the sexual assault, which I already made a video going over, that are showcasing some of the lowlights that she proudly broadcasts on Twitch. We'll go ahead and start with the obvious. This is what people think is the reason behind her ban, where she stole items from Target on stream, and then when people in chat were speculating whether or not she actually stole them, she made sure to confirm that she indeed did steal those Target items, and in fact has stolen many more that you guys don't know about, which she openly just admits to and says, get fucked.
Oh no, he's wildin'. I'm telling you, bro, even if it was the stakes, bro, yo, bro, ain't nobody missing no fucking money, bitch. Calm the fuck down. No Target is not losing no type of fucking money from some stakes, bitch. Right? Ass fucking bum ass steaks. I don't give a shit. Man, if I put this on Twitter too. Your mom's a bitch, you was a bitch, and happy holidays, all you hoes is bitches.
A Shakespearean way with words. It is miserable listening to her struggle to throw together sentences because she is constantly in this persona where she's trying to portray a character that's like so tough and no nonsense, bitch that, fuck that, and that's all she ever says, so everything that leaves her mouth has to have that same like bravado to it. Oh my god, it's so cringe. She's so desperate to appear tough and uncaring, unfiltered. Yeah, she'll get a little crude, but that's Nina Lynn's brand, baby. She tells it like it is. That's sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn right there in all her glory.
Go ahead, put that on Twitter. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Just put that on Twitter. I bet you won't. Yeah. No. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Happy holidays, whores. Yo, like, I don't give a shit. Hold on. Oh, matter of fact, you want to make a news? I got these from Target too, guys. Look, I got these from Target too. Guess how much I paid? $3.99. Get mad, bitch!
Good one, Nina. A real slam dunk. Also, nothing says not giving a fuck quite like feeling the need to remind people of it constantly. The amount of times she has to reiterate she doesn't give a fuck kind of makes me think she does actually care. That just doesn't really seem like the behavior of someone that really doesn't, if she is just constantly having to say that.
So we called on Monday.
Oh, ma'am.
Damn. Oh. And the language that you're using in front of a 13-year-old, I don't appreciate either.
This is a public space. I'm gonna let you know that right now, man. This is a public space, you know, so...
Well, and we wait our turn like grown-ups.
No,
in a
100%.
public space.
And I'm just letting you know that, sometimes you can also ask, hey, would you like to please use normal language in front of my daughter? That would have been great, too.
I think in a public space, we kind of have an understanding.
I'm not gonna lie, that wall is fucking, It's okay.
Well, I appreciate you cleaning it up now.
Oh, of course. Like, that's the only issue. Not everything has to be
This is like...
It's like the most Karen argument. I cannot.
I don't know, I just don't really think it's a big Karen moment here, to be honest with you, Nina. She was pretty polite in asking you to just maybe pump the brakes on those sentence enhancers you like to toss around loosey-goosey, considering her daughter is right there and is a child. Also, you're in a fucking nail salon where people are supposed to be going to relax, and instead now you're in there filming and being just like a giant annoying pest. I think it's pretty reasonable to just ask you to maybe have a little bit of class there. But I don't know, maybe I'm on the crack pipe. This is Nina's world and we're all just props in it, obviously. You know what? I already see the error of my ways here. Who are we to question sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn on how she conducts herself and her behavior?
I appreciate the apology.
Great.
Oh shit.
1, 2.
Sir, do not be recording.
I'm it's just me. It's just me. That's me. We got no one else in there. We can't do that either.
Yeah.
1, 2. We have to.
Yes.
Right. We had to do that. Yeah. Right. Fuck. Bitch. Shit.
I don't know what's more pathetic in this clip, her or the guy she points to pretending to laugh really hard at this so that way he can get a crumb of attention from Nina Lynn. Both are really bad, but I think Nina Lynn's probably still more of a sad specimen. Very good one again, Nina. Her comedy stylings are top tier. Did you see the way she said fuck, bitch, and shit there? Because, the joke, just to explain the joke, it's a bit of a thinking man's joke. That mother asked her to not do that around children. And even the employee here of the business asked her not to film them. And Nina Lynn pretends they weren't filming them. Even though I saw the employees, I saw everyone that wasn't Nina Lynn too. She was filming everybody else as well. Despite what she lied to them saying that it's just her. It's not. It wasn't. But don't worry, according to Nina Lynn, this business is actually her playground. It's a public space, according to Nina Lynn. She can do whatever the fuck she wants in here, baby.
Work around here, and like y'all are affecting my livelihood.
No, Dad,
You're
what's your
affecting. What is my issue?
Yo, what's the problem?
That y'all are coming
Dad,
in
what's the
here
problem?
and you're causing and who are you? And who are you?
And who are you? Do you own this one? Do you own this one?
Do I know? No.
Oh man, you actually got to see it in real time there. The moths to the flame. These vermin. These fucking parasites. They smelt conflict and they came over with their fucking lights and selfie sticks because that's content, baby. So Nina Lynn, her heart is beating. She knows she's got a clip on her hands because now she's going to argue with this woman who is expressing her concern over them being disruptive. Apparently, background is she viewed their behavior like this big group of people as like a nuisance and being disruptive. So she confronted them directly about it. But I'm gonna be honest, sports fans, I don't think she knows the pickle she's about to find herself in. She has now just started an unskippable cutscene with the sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn, and it's about to get messy.
So what's the issue? No, what's the issue? Dad.
What's my issue?
Because you pressing me for no reason. You pressing me for no reason. What's your problem? Are you good, bro? Are you dead ass good?
Yeah. Hey, on fucking camera.
What's
that
up?
I'm surrounded
You're
by
weird as
20
fuck.
of you
You're
women.
weird as fuck.
Victim, now she's acting victim. Look at
You want to victim? You want to victim? Is that what you want to do?
And
Watching Nina and her posse handle anything is just, it's worse than nails on a chalkboard. It is hard to sit still because it is just so unbelievably annoying. So now they're like surrounding this woman here and all talking at once, and Nina's like threatening, "Do you want the smoke?" Like, oh my god.
No, you're not. I'll tell you one thing. I smack the shit out of you, bitch.
what happened is that y'all come
For real. Weird ass bitch. She's a weird ass. Hold on, bro. Go on. And I used to work too, bitch. So what's up? So what's up?
And if there's any justice in the world, Nina, those days will be upon us again, with you getting another job that's not streaming. Maybe I'm wrong and this is a permanent ban. That would be a joyous celebration. But anyway, you can see in the comfort of her huge group here, she feels very confident to threaten to smack the shit out of this woman, all because she dared say like she didn't appreciate this huge group filming and what they were doing there. And to Nina, those are fighting words. So she even breaks free like a dog off its leash in order to get right back up in her face angry. And then it continues for like another minute or so, with just Nina steaming, angry, upset, because this woman dared say like, "Hey, you being this loud and obnoxious is affecting me and like the business here," which I think is a pretty reasonable take based on everything I've seen here, especially with the way the group handles it, where they all come over, fucking cameras in face, lights in face, just constantly insulting her and everything, trying to make her like the joke to the stream for Nina's content. It's so fucking unbearably cringe. I really hope she stays banned. I just know that's not going to happen. Would love to be proven wrong though, Twitch. I guess we'll see. I'm sure if she's unbanned, she will continue to go back to committing crimes on streams. She loves to do that, it seems, and Twitch loves to turn the other cheek to it and pretend it's not happening. Anyway, I guess that's kind of all I wanted to talk about with this, so that's really about it. So yeah, we recently experienced a government shutdown, and now, with the 1-2 punch here, the two-piece combo, we are experiencing something even more devastating. The r/art shutdown. Lord help us all. The mods decided to sail off into the sunset, and it looks like that subreddit is now just in shambles. With no tyrants to moderate it anymore, there is nothing left. And they couldn't even just leave without making it cringe. They made a post about it. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. But in a nutshell, if you haven't followed the story at all, there was a mod on r/art who took down a post from an artist named Hayden Clay because he had mentioned the word print when replying to a compliment in the thread, which is against Rule number 9 on the 10 Commandments of r/art, where you can't promo anything. So they took down his post, and he reached out to them in DM saying, "Hey, you really gonna take my post down because I gave a little more information?" And he said, "You broke the rules. I can also delete your entire history if you'd like as well," which was very hostile, a very power-trippy response, to which Hayden Clay responded, basically saying, like, this is a little weird. And they said, "Okay, take this then, Buster. Here's your just desserts," and deleted his entire post history, which included all of his art, some of which was some of the most popular on the entire subreddit, which is a pretty big blow. Hayden then responded to that again, just saying, like, this is ridiculous, seems like you have a vendetta, and he said, "I don't know who the fuck you are." Some main character energy, just really eye-rolling, nauseating shit. To which Hayden once again responded about, like, how ridiculous it was, and then they said, "You're reported for harassment, have a good day," which ended up immediately banning Hayden from Reddit for 3 days, because apparently Reddit mods have that kind of power, where even the admins will just bend the knee to them. It was a huge deal, big hoopla. I made a video about it yesterday, and everyone was upset at these mods because this is just completely unfair and it's ridiculous. It's unhinged to be behaving that way. And now, in response to everyone calling it out, this is what they did. I know, apparently the r/art mods are throwing in the towel. They made this dramatic post. "We out. You win. We all resign." This is them signing off, I suppose, after so many people called out what they did as being just fucking ridiculous. They can't even just leave without making it cringy. It's impressive. They still had to do some kind of little song and dance on their way out. I know, they think this shit went so hard. It's so tough. Just fucking dorks. Just complete dorks. Power-tripping dweebs. So everyone was making fun of them, shooting spitballs. Myself included. How can you not make fun of a vermin this embarrassing? And then, this afternoon, they made this post. So I guess they're resigning. Which is cute, because it's not like a real position. It's not like a, give me your badge and your gun. This is literally just logging out. That's it. This is one of the bigger subs, too. They'll be replaced quickly. They're probably just going to make alt accounts. They're not going to be replaced. One thing that I have learned about Reddit is that there is this upper echelon of, like, closed-door handshake mods that all moderate, like, 90% of this fucking platform. And this is such a big subreddit, there's no doubt in my mind they're just gonna have them make another account to be a mod or some shit, pretending. There's no way. They're not going anywhere. That ego response by the mod. I mean, it's crazy ego just from being a fucking unpaid moderator of a subreddit. Also very possible they paid for the position to begin with. I don't know about that, I don't know how that works. If you pay to be a mod on Reddit, that should be a jailable offense. It would be so interesting if someone infiltrated the inner circle of Reddit mods. I think it'd be interesting, yeah. I think that actually would be a fascinating story. Because maybe some of them do get paid for it. It's possible. I doubt it, but it is possible. It's just so lame. They couldn't even just recognize that the problem was their behavior. There's just no level of, like, self-awareness, it seems. Like, if you're gonna resign, which again is just such a loser way of putting it, you are a fucking unpaid janitor on a Reddit subreddit. Like, come on. It's not that big of a position here where, there's gonna be some kind of, like, ceremonious ordeal around it. But if you were going to, like, relinquish that position, maybe having some reflection like, here's why. I understand where you guys were coming from. I apologize for being such an insufferable douchebag asshole to this artist. Maybe something like that would have been in good taste. But instead, they just hit you with the, we out, you win, we all resign. It's just so skin-crawlingly annoying. But I guess this is a very strong brotherhood because it was one moderator who went rogue. Well, potentially two because of the story I covered 3 years ago where a guy fucking melted down because he thought one of the artists submitted AI art when he was proven wrong. He said, well, your art isn't what I like anyway and AI can do it better. Get out of here, Buster, plus you're muted. That could have been two different people, but at most, that's two people on this mod team. That's not the entire mod team. But because of these two, the entire team decided to disband together in solidarity. So it seems like they kind of rally behind that behavior, at least that's the perspective I get. The impression this leaves me with is that these mods felt like they did absolutely nothing wrong and people were just being ridiculous with pitchforks calling for their scalp. So instead they're just going to be the bigger people and just leave. That's it. But they don't think they did anything that warrants any kind of, outrage. That's the impression I get. I think it's so weird how the entire mod team now leaves because of the behavior of one, potentially two of them. That to me shows that they kind of huff their own farts and enable themselves. Like they wind each other up and think that they're constantly correct. It's just, I don't know, very pathetic, really, all around. But maybe it's not the entire mod team. That's just how it reads. It said, we all resign, and the subreddit is now in like a limbo, so it seems like it's the entire mod team on r/art, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a couple of them. Who knows? What I do know, though, is that I want to leave you with like a little positive nugget here that I was going over on stream last night. I don't know how many of you saw this, but there's actually a really hype collab between Assassin's Creed Shadows and Attack on Titan. Holy fuck, it's a disaster. You have to see this shit. I don't think it's worth making a whole video on, but you at least need to check out a snippet of this. Speaking of art, did anyone see the Assassin's Creed Attack on Titan collab? It's incredible. This might just get me back into Assassin's Creed. It is actual peak. Look at this shit. This might just have me fire up Assassin's Creed Shadows. No, it can't be! No! Get out of there!
Come on!
Come and get it!
Why does he look like Skibbity Toilet? I don't know, that's Ubisoft polish for you right there, baby. Oh, also, if you were thinking that you were going to be able to fight this as some kind of boss fight or something, think again. This is the extent of the encounter. You just run away and then he gets trapped.
Someone back home once said,
I wasn't home much yesterday, so I missed a lot of the happenings from the last 24 hours, but today, I happened to see a wacky headline. Nicki Minaj praises J.D. Vance as assassin as Erica Kirk sits next to her. This was apparently at something called AmFest, where Nicki Minaj went up on stage to celebrate Trump and a bunch of stuff or whatever, and then I guess while she was busy glazing and gobbling on, like, the administration's wiener, she tried to pay J.D. Vance a compliment by calling him an assassin, which obviously raises some eyebrows as Erica Kirk sits right next to her, whose husband was literally assassinated. Ordinarily, I'd put the clip here so you could hear it for yourself, but I don't want to take a chance of DMCA, especially with how rampant that kind of shit's been going on. You can watch it yourself if you want, though, but she immediately recognizes the blunder. She kind of scholars mated herself there by using that word. To me, it probably sounds like an Austin Powers type moment where, it, you know, don't say mole, don't say mole, don't say mole, mole. Where she was trying so hard not to use the word assassin, but then for some reason, her fucking neurons couldn't fire properly, and all she could think of for a compliment for J.D. Vance was that he's an assassin. And Erica Kirk tries to, like, you know, dispel the awkwardness and, like, reassure her, like, it's okay and try and make light of it and move on from it. But what a weird compliment to try and pay somebody. Like, who says that? Oh, this guy's, like, so epic. He's so awesome. Like, he's an assassin. That's like something a middle schooler would say on fucking Xbox Live or something. What are you talking about? Who says that shit? Now, that's not the only thing I wanted to yap about here. Obviously, that's just a weird, wacky little thing. But Nicki Minaj's presence at an event like this is so head-scratching to me because she herself is not a U.S. citizen. I don't know how many people know this or how many people just forgot. She herself talks about not being a U.S. citizen and that she is literally an illegal immigrant. In 2018, she even made a whole statement about it with what was happening to immigration back then and how her heart was breaking for it, telling the story of how she came to this country at 5 years old, an illegal immigrant. She was discussing how she can't even imagine being separated from her parents at 5 years old and everything that was happening then. And since, she still has not become an American citizen. In 2024, only a year ago, she once again opened up reiterating, confirming she is still not an American citizen, despite paying so many millions in taxes and all that. So her going on stage yesterday and being like, the president is dashing and handsome, it gives me like the same feeling as someone who's trying so hard to avoid getting in trouble by trying to like butter up the person that can really fuck them. Like, oh, you're just so smart and striking. Devilishly talented, by the way. Did I tell you that? Honestly, I'd go as far as to call you, like, a god. Even an assassin. Like, it feels like she's so over the top. Maybe she's worried about getting deported herself or something. So now she's trying to, like, suckle the titty here of this administration and, like, hide in its ranks as, you know, a public figure. So now she's just stuck looking like a fucking imbecile. Yeah, this administration is perfect. Like, Frosted Flakes, they're great. Yeah, who just said Epstein files? Someone shoot that guy. Yeah, us U.S. citizens all of us, my fellow U.S. citizens, we gotta stick together. We love U.S. citizens like me, am I right? That kind of thing, like she's cutting fucking WWE promos. But I think there also might be another explanation here. Again, just another game theory. Maybe she's not looking to protect herself. Maybe she's fishing for a pardon for her sex offender husband. Since Trump likes to hand out pardons like they're fucking Girl Scout cookies, I think there also might be this play from Nicki Minaj here to try and get one of those for her husband, Kenneth Petty, who is literally a registered sex offender. Maybe she's trying to make it so he no longer has to keep re-upping that and getting in trouble when he refuses to do so, like recently when he had to go under house arrest for failure to register as a sex offender. So perhaps maybe she's trying to get in their good graces so she can then float the idea to Trump about, like, pardoning Kenneth. After the never-ending circus that has been the Epstein files, especially the most recent shenanigans here, it should be painfully obvious that the government is more than willing to bend over backwards to protect sex offenders and the most evil, heinous people on the planet imaginable. So it's not a far-fetched idea to think that maybe Nicki Minaj is making a play like that to try and get that special treatment for her husband. But yeah, anyway, I mean, I just found it to be a really interesting fit here. This is one of those situations, you know, the call's coming from inside the house. This shit feels a little odd because she herself is fundamentally the exact opposite of everything Amfest was presenting based on all the other clips I've seen. She is an illegal immigrant, she's not a US citizen, and her husband is a sex offender. I don't know, sports fans, maybe I'm on the crack pipe, but that doesn't exactly sound like the ingredients, the recipe to a perfect fit for the conference she was attending here. But, you know, what do I know at the end of the day? I just wanted to yap about it. That's about it. So yeah, I'm sure you can't tell just by looking at me because I'm being very brave about it, but I am currently suffering from a severe itch in my mid-back. And it's in this unfortunate position where no matter how hard I try, I just can't quite get after it. I've been desperately trying to scratch it, and I know we're not animals, so we have tools, and I've been trying to utilize one of them, the longest object I have around me, but even then, this pin doesn't quite get to where I need it to, so I can't do it. If only there was some drunk 56-year-old woman that could hit me with her car while I'm walking down the sidewalk. Then maybe I'd stop thinking about this fucking itch. And luckily, I know just the woman for the job.
This lady's crazy.
It's a terrifying video. A youngster riding his dirt bike apparently targeted by a driver.
Oh my God!
The woman behind the wheel seems determined to run him over.
Oh my God!
I was scared for my son's life.
That's certified Dukes of Hazzard type shit right there. That lady's been playing a little too much GTA Online. So this is a 56-year-old woman who was hitting the sauce a bit hard. She was reportedly intoxicated at the time of this encounter and says she doesn't even remember doing this, where she literally fucking pulled that shit around, driving on the sidewalk, looking to just splatter this kid like it's Halo 3. Just she's dropping that lead foot, she's going pedal to the metal, just trying to run this kid over, all because, who knows? No one has any fucking clue because there wasn't like an argument or anything. It's not like this kid fucking, you know, canned off of her vehicle there or anything or gave her the finger or anything. There was nothing that led up to this. He was just minding his own business, practicing some tricks, and she snapped. She lost it, went just fucking ballistic here and decided to go on like a murderous rampage, just driving up on the sidewalk, running him down.
Jennifer Taylor is the boy's mom. She says 13-year-old Bryson was riding his dirt bike with friends in their suburban neighborhood outside Spokane, Washington, when a lady driving by lost it.
She just spotted him and she was his next target and turned the wheel and came after him. There was no words exchanged, nothing was done.
Do you have any idea what her motivation might have been?
The police said that she was intoxicated and that just prior to all of this, she had tried to break into a home. And apparently after all of this, she went back to that home and broke in again, and that's where they found her.
What an interesting afternoon she had there, huh? Hit the brewskis a little hard, a little butt chugging to the natty lights. Next thing you know, you're trying to break into a house, then trying to run some child over in your vehicle, then you're going back to that house trying to break in again, and they throw you in cuffs. That's a full day right there. What an adventure. Also, in all of the coverage I've seen of this, every video has a title like this where it's video allegedly shows woman driving up on sidewalk trying to hit a child with her car, or this Inside Edition title, video appears to show this woman trying to run a child over with her car on the sidewalk. Like, I understand, like, they're just covering their own ass legally, but what do you mean it appears to show that? That's what happened. Like, there's no wiggle room that this is just like some baseless allegation. You can watch it unfold. It's not AI. They arrested the woman. She even admitted to the drinking and driving, being intoxicated behind the wheel, and says that her memory's a little foggy on that whole trying to run over a child on his dirt bike thing. She probably views that as a bunch of hoopla because she can't remember it. Like, oh no, I may have been drinking and driving, but no, that's very unlike me. I would never do something like that. And since I don't remember it, you can't punish me for it. Checkmate.
According to the police report, she denied drinking alcohol or consuming any drugs, but then changed her story and admitted to drinking alcohol. While trying to put her in the back of a patrol car, she resisted and even tried to kick a deputy. The woman has been charged with criminal trespass, DUI, and assault. She lives in the neighborhood where today lots of people want her punished severely.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable to me. She should be punished severely. She tried to use her car like a fucking torpedo. She was a heat-seeking missile trying to hunt down a child on his dirt bike for no reason. Not that there'd ever be a reason for it. Like, even if the kid did just start shooting spitballs at her car windshield or something, that still wouldn't be an excuse or anything. But this was literally just completely unprovoked across the board. It was a kid just riding his dirt bike in her neighborhood, and she lost her mind. She's off her gourd. She should absolutely be punished severely. I don't know why they just already released her back out there in the middle of all this. She's a danger. She is a menace. So yeah, the neighbors are absolutely right to be fearful of her and demanding that there should be severe consequences for what she did here. This isn't some innocent whoopsie-daisy moment here. Oh, come on, guys. Who gave Ruth access to the Tito's? You know what happens when she drinks. She can't help but get in her vehicle and try and run over children. Ah, God. She's so quirky, oh boy. And I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of the rest of her shenanigans from that afternoon of trying to break into homes twice. Like, Jiminy Christmas, she sounds like a loose cannon. So apparently, she was telling deputies that she had taken her dog for a ride and was looking for other dogs to socialize with, and said she stopped after noticing dogs in a fenced yard and denied knowing the homeowner or attempting to enter the home. And then also told the deputies she didn't remember the earlier incident of trying to run over that child on the dirt bike. She also initially denied consuming drugs or alcohol, but then later sang a different tune. So her explanation is, no, you see, I was taking my dog for a ride. We were, cruising around looking for other pooches to socialize my pup with. And I saw some dogs in a fenced-in yard, so I had to stop. That's normal behavior, right? That totally makes sense for what I'm doing out here. And this supposed possible burglaries, just a misunderstanding. So she was booked on charges of first-degree attempted assault, DUI, first-degree criminal trespass, and then at her court appearance the next day, the Superior Court Commissioner of Spokane County ordered her release on her own recognizance, and she was released without posting bond. I just don't understand why this is so commonplace. I really don't. She is dangerous. She attempted to run over a child while blackout drunk behind the wheel of her vehicle. What the fuck?
Horrifying. She's clearly using her vehicle to attack a child, goes this social media comment. Unbelievable. She tried to assault a child with a vehicle, goes another.
You saw that video.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
Very frightening.
She could have run him over. She could have killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think she should be right now?
I think she should be in jail, off the streets, not able to hurt anyone else.
Oh my God!
I agree with that sentiment 100%. She should be in the slammer. I don't think this is being taken seriously enough. Like, even the people that are commenting saying that she was attempting to assault the child with her vehicle, I would go a step further. I think this is just blatant attempted murder. Going out of her way, driving down the sidewalk, chasing this child in her car, just going, like, barreling down the sidewalk to try and run this kid over. That, to me, feels like she is trying to kill this kid. And again, it is entirely random. Comes out of nowhere. There was nothing that led up to it. She just snapped because she's drunk and lost her fucking mind, I guess. She is not safe to be around in any capacity whatsoever. Anyway, I saw this, had to yap about it, fucking crazy stuff. The woman hasn't been, like, identified or anything, but she is a 56-year-old woman who apparently even just lives in that area and just decided randomly, I'm gonna try and hit this child with my car. And thus she did. Come hell or high water, she was going to try and accomplish that task. Luckily, she was unsuccessful. Luckily, the kid was okay. But yeah, I do think she should be in jail right now. Not back out there on the streets. Anyway, that's about it. See ya. I am filthy pig stink greasy right now, and I was just about to hop in the shower, get all clean and bathed with my cheeky soap, but as I was getting the towel, I had a memory hit my hippocampus like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Earlier today when I was streaming during a tournament, I saw a ton of people ask me for hours what I thought of Watch Mojo making fools of themselves. Like the Watch Mojo crash out is what they were saying. And when I saw it initially, I had to do like a triple take. Because I hadn't seen the name Watch Mojo in who knows how long. I'm telling you, 2026 is dusting off some fucking old school villain cameos here, like James Charles and now Watch Mojo. So I decided to pump the brakes on the whole hygiene thing so I could take a look at this before I lost the memory again forever, just have it fall into the void. And it is kind of wacky, so I do kind of want to yap about it because it's really goofy. And Watch Mojo is, again, a name that I think probably most of you haven't thought of in a long time. They were one of like the earliest corpo slop YouTube channels that capitalized off of, here's the 5 most terrifying Disney deaths. Here's the 8 most important lessons we learned from The Poop That Took a Pee, the musical. That kind of thing. It was just algorithm bait in the early-ish YouTube era that caught fire, blew up, and they became like a conglomerate. Nowadays, you never hear that name brought up, not even as an insult. It's just a forgotten relic of the first wave of corporatization of YouTube content. But they didn't close their doors and sail off into the sunset. They still are out there with a sad whimper, just petering through and still desperately clinging to their formula that doesn't really work anymore, but they're still just tooting out the slime goop that they always did. 13 times toothpicks appeared in Quentin Tarantino films, or top 10 moments AI made the internet mad, that kind of shit. And recently, they made a comment that everyone has been dunking on, and that's why Watch Mojo is being talked about right now, because people are making fun of them for their crash out.
Well, a YouTuber known as Voyan released a video called Watch Mojo's Downfall Should Be Celebrated. The video talks about how Watch Mojo was some of the first slop content on YouTube and has slowly decreased in views over the years. Not that their content was ever high quality, but it's definitely gotten a little bit worse.
A little bit worse? What are you smoking? Get off the crack pipe, Buster. Who doesn't want to look at the top 10 AI-generated songs? That's some heat right there. They're cooking. I think they're about to enter their golden age again. I got a hunch. Anyway, a YouTuber named Voyan made a video covering kind of just like the whole history of Watch Mojo, the time period in which it existed, where it was prominent, and also where it is today and how everything's kind of unraveled for them. Anyway, it is a video that is pretty harsh on Watch Mojo. And, well, they weren't about to take that on their bellies. They weren't just gonna bend over for them. So, they decided to fight back. And what battlefield did they choose for this pugilistic combat with a mean YouTube video about them? You guessed it, the YouTube comment section. They left a little piece of their mind down there, and it's pretty embarrassing. They opened strong by saying, "The day no one talks you is the day you are irrelevant, so thank you." They couldn't even get their first sentence coherent. The day no one talks you, huh? That seems like some shit that someone would rapidly type in a League of Legends solo queue game as they are melting down from ending. How do you even fuck that up? They are a company. This isn't just a guy. This is a company that's posting this, by the way. Okay, never heard of your channel, and I admit, I didn't see the video, but a few points. Yeah, these are going to be really strong points. When you haven't even watched the fucking video you're responding to, what in tarnation? In 2006, when we first started, we were obviously a bit ahead of the curve. In 2012, when every channel was some vlogger sitting on the couch, we mastered our signature style, and many cried as it looked more like VH1, MTV, ESPN, and not what the vocal minority viewed as YouTube content, aka corporate brand shit. That was the complaint, that it felt soulless, that you were just delivering off of like, here's 5 games, okay, and there they are. That was the complaint. And it didn't look like VH1, MTV, or ESPN. It looked like just fucking montage of 5 things that you found on Reddit that you put into your top 5 games that have punching mechanics. That was what people were talking about there. The challenge in media is staying relevant, keeping your audience guessing, etc. There's what guesswork is there with a Watch Mojo list? What the fuck? Companies like BuzzFeed, Vice, Vox, and channels that inspired themselves by us, by their own admission, all came and went. We managed to both keep our OG fans happy and innovate. Is there such thing as a Watch Mojo fan? I feel like that's not real. That's just a fairy tale. That's like being a lobotomy enthusiast. I feel like Watch Mojo doesn't have fans. It has bots or has people that just had the YouTube running in the background and Watch Mojo came on through autoplay. Or 12 years ago, they saw the title 8 times that sci-fi movies used a whoopee cushion. Some shit like that. And then they stumbled across a Watch Mojo video. But I don't think there's people that are like actively salivating over the next Watch Mojo release. Like, I can't wait to see what AI-generated song is popping this time around. Can't wait for Watch Mojo to deliver. If by downfall you mean being a survivor, having 100 plus FTEs who earn their living with us, then I will take it. How does Watch Mojo have 100 plus full-time employees? I'm assuming that's what FTE stands for. There's no way. That has to be a lie, or that is the most bloated company for the simplest dog shit ever. That has to be the easiest job on the planet. They're patting themselves on the back for still drooling out the lists, but it's not like they're doing well. That's kind of like one of the big points of the video they're responding to that they admit they haven't even watched. Like, they're hanging on in the same way that Blockbuster is. Like, yeah, there's still one left, but you wouldn't really call it, like, super healthy, but at least Blockbuster has its own charm to it. Watch Mojo has nothing. But they're over here like, any publicity is good publicity, you're talking about us, so how the fuck is that irrelevant? Checkmate. Also, this may be inside baseball, but you are aware that a VOD is YouTube 1.0, and the platform has evolved, right? I could break it down for you, but why bother? Hint, viewers are spending nearly an hour per watch session watching our content. We are, in the ways that matter, more pertinent than ever. Holy delusion. Yikes. As per Sound Mojo, again, think of 2012 when the vocal minority whined and then we got the last laugh. Then they sign off with a mic drop. Haters, envious, jealous people are fuel to our fire. The reply right under it had a big giggle out of me. It says, this is like the Ouija board speaking back. I thought that was a banger. Pretty stupid to respond to something they didn't even watch in the first place, and they just come across as like a bitter, delusional douchebag organization. What a dumb response. And again, they didn't watch the video, so they have like nothing to even like refute or even really dive in about. They just instead suck their own cock about like how long they've been around and how they were ahead of the curve. And actually, based on the data that matters, are more pertinent now than ever, which is just provably false. They are not. Unless they're going by like watch time metrics where they themselves are juicing it by auto-playing to bots or something, they are not as pertinent as ever. Anyone can look that up and see that that's just a full-blown lie. Maybe they're trying to like convince investors or something, I don't know, but it's not going to work on like sane people. It's just a really baffling decision because they didn't need to like respond to it or anything. And it's not like they're known for clapping back against people that make fun of them. It just feels so out of nowhere. So it is wacky, and I did want to yap about it because why? why do that? Maybe it is just like one person who has the password to the account that felt personally attacked by it. Maybe it's the owner. I don't know. But yeah, pretty silly. That's really about it. So yeah. I know I've made quite a few videos covering these degenerate streamers that go live while streaming and then crash their vehicle. And I'm going to keep doing it because I think they need to be clowned on endlessly, and I really think they need to be permabanned from the platforms in which they are broadcasting this deliberately dangerous action that is jeopardizing not only their lives, but the lives of all the innocent people around them on the road. Now this one basically fills out an entire fucking bingo sheet of these degenerate losers. There's nobody typing in his chat. He is broadcasting this garbage to actually nobody, just crickets. There is one person that's not like a bot or a mod there that said a word probably like 15 minutes ago that's still on screen, and yet he is still too focused on streaming to pay attention to the road. He stops at the red light momentarily and then says, fuck it, we'll do it live. Goes forward and then basically T-bones a car that's coming through. He runs a red light, blatantly filming his crime. Also, this corny bozo's got such a dog shit stream overlay, I can't help but laugh at it. He's got his kick name as a watermark in the top left of his stream, which has a logo, which is just two fingers doing this, which is something a 12-year-old might think was cool and edgy. And then on the top right, he has Plinko. Now, I don't know if he's trying to, like, promote some kind of gambling partner, but I find that hard to believe because he's not a very big streamer. I don't think he'd have, like, a contract to try and promote Plinko on stake or something like that because he wouldn't be driving a lot of traffic there. No pun intended, because this guy can't drive for shit, clearly. But I imagine that he's probably not actually contracted to do that, so maybe he's trying to fish for referrals to get himself out of the hole, maybe. Or maybe it's like Plinko as some kind of community building thing where, like, his chat plays Plinko with imaginary points, fucking Monopoly money. I don't know, but I just found that overlay to be extremely silly. And imagine it is actually like a community thing where it's not real money or something. I don't know why he'd have that there. There is no community. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anyone alive in chat with a pulse, so who would be playing that? It'd just be him dropping his Plinko ball by himself, just sad and lonely every time.
Oh my god.
Astute observers may have noticed something anomalous in the chat there. This is right after a crash, a car crash, and chat didn't move. Not a single message, not a peep. Typically, in even the smallest of streams, when something happens, literally anything stimulating, even fucking jingling keys, you'll have people going, oh, wow, 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 look at the wow, wow, wow. Here, nothing. There is literally no one here. It's fucking tumbleweed in this guy's chat rolling through. He gets in a car accident and still not a single message comes across. So there is nobody there. Not his mods, not someone that had this open in the background by accident. Maybe there might be a few viewers that fell asleep. It's probably botted, would be my guess. Why are you even streaming while driving in the first place? Nobody's even fucking watching, brother. This is so unbelievably embarrassing that you jeopardized not only your life, but the life of an innocent person who did nothing wrong, obeying the road rules, and you come out, run the red light, and fucking blast them. I can only pray that they didn't suffer any injuries at your absolute brain-dead lobotomite ass getting behind the wheel while trying to stream to an audience of nobody.
Oh my god, what happened, bro? Oh my god, bro. How the fuck that happened?
I'm fucking dumb, bro. I got him. I clipped him. I didn't know where I was. I just fucking went straight.
Damn, bro. Let me get off for
It's all good, bro. It's my fault, bro. I told you. Sometimes I was chasing you, bro. I was trying to fucking go.
What's up?
This is my homie.
Yeah.
Turn off the stream, dude. I don't want to come out in that video.
Oh, I can't turn it off. It's my job, but
Yeah.
I
Hey,
won't have you on
don't
that
do it.
stream.
Good news, another Kick streamer arrives at the scene to try and milk this for as much content as he can now, so he can put his mouth on the nipple here and suckle from the titty. He is now broadcasting from his perspective. Here, he knows the guy that got into the wreck, and he was doing LA night crawls and got word about this, so he pulls up here. The guy that you see walking with the guy who immediately owned up to it being his fault is the victim that was hit. So it seems like not overly injured. He's walking around, which is good to see. He requests not to be put on stream, asking, can you turn it off? He's like, nope, can't do that. It's my job. What a saint. Rest assured, this is great news. This is like, you know, fucking Superman arriving at the scene now. We can all breathe easy and celebrate. Another Kick streamer is here to make sure that nothing of value gets done here. And instead, just make sure to turn everything into content. So this poor dude, who was just minding his business, driving, who got blasted by another Kick streamer who was busy streaming, is now, unfortunately, being forced onto another Kick stream. And this guy lingers the entire time, even when the cops show up. He is still filming the victim here, even though he did request, please don't.
How did he clip him, bro? He needs to turn on his hazard lights or something, bro. Oh no, this is the entrance, so it's all good. God damn, dog.
This is the vehicle he clipped here. It's fucking totaled. This thing got clobbered. Now, it seems like one of the headlights is out here, and I went back to watch the initial impact to see if it was out at the time of impact. It seems like it might have been, but there's only like a single frame where I could find it, and it's a little hard to tell, but I think it might have been. I don't think that would have changed anything because this guy blatantly ran a red light, and he has video evidence of it. He filmed himself running the red light and does openly admit to it being his fault, which I certainly wasn't expecting. I thought for sure he'd cross his arms and be like, nope, wasn't me. Why'd you hit my car? What were you doing? Huh? Couldn't help but notice you were missing a headlight. You just came out of nowhere and fucking annihilated me. That was on you. I thought for sure there'd be something like that and him trying to bury the video or something, but no, he did assume responsibility at the scene of the crash.
You know what's fucked up? You can't see the red, so I can't see if it's red, yellow, green. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of saw it through the screen, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't see the light on the other side, bro. I didn't even know there was a light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Buster, if you can't see that this is red, you should not be behind the wheel of a car ever again. Period. It couldn't be made any more explicitly clear. Like, Jesus Christ, does God need to put an invisible wall here like a video game developer to keep you out? Like, how can you not tell that this is red? Also, he starts coming to a stop. He comes to like a pseudo stop and then decides to go through. If you didn't know it was red, why did you start stopping in the first place, buddy? What are you talking about? Then he had the gall to say he didn't even know there was a light there? Are you driving with your eyes closed or something? Like, what are you doing? Letting the force try and, like, guide you around or something? What do you mean you didn't know there was a light there? Are you even lucid? Like, what, do you pop fucking 50 perks or something then drive? How would you not know there was a light there? Also, you were coming to a stop. You had to know there was something in front of you. What was making you put your foot on the brake? That is like the worst possible excuse when you have video evidence that you yourself recorded to the contrary. I think what happened is when he was slowing down at the red light, he was probably too distracted looking at his stream. He did say when he walked over to the other guy that showed up that he was trying to catch him. I think he was probably watching that guy's stream in the car and wanted to get to him quicker so he wouldn't be left in the dust or something. So then he decided, fuck it, I don't see anyone else coming right now. I'm just going to run this red light without actually doing a full survey, and then just ran the fucking red light and then clipped this guy. Now, driving with a headlight out is dangerous, obviously. But I don't think that was a contributing factor to what happened here. He was unfortunately subjected to the natural disaster of a fucking kick streamer behind the wheel of a vehicle. That's like a terrorist attack. When you have a kick streamer streaming in a car, you best stay inside. Because that is a disaster waiting to happen. This shit seems to be happening every week now.
So dumb. I thought it was just a left turn.
Yeah. He's just waiting for a tow truck now?
It's not to be here right now, bro.
Yeah. I was doing calls and I got this alert on Citizen, so we came to check it out and it was your car.
It was me?
The J-Fool says the clip clearly shows 3 red lights.
I'm on it, fool.
10 minutes ago.
Follow me up.
A grim, sickening look into the poisoned mind of a clout goblin, using what could have been fatal accident as a plug for his content. Yep. Luckily, no one died here. Very easily, they could have. That guy's car was in terrible shape. It got absolutely obliterated. It is a miracle that he wasn't, like, actually seriously injured. And he, the streamer himself, also could have died, too. But at the end of the day, since no one died, there's no one being buried. That's just fucking content, baby! Send it! So he starts plugging his shit. Just so despicably shameless. I really think that there's got to be some kind of crackdown on this type of shit, right? Like, it is just completely out of control. It is happening all the time with these degenerate streamers streaming while driving and inevitably crashing. Like, come on. It's so absurd now. Like, I really think when something like this happens, I think they should lose their license. Like, I think this guy should not be driving again. Full stop. Like, he can't be trusted behind the wheel of a car. Like, I think that's what I've learned. But anyway, just had to make fun of this asshole here. These driving streams, it's getting scary out there. That's really about it. See ya. Raise your hand if you've heard of the Talabi sisters. Wow, no hands, huh? That's surprising considering their strong presence on Instagram. They each have over 1 million followers. And recently they fell into some hot water after they were outed as scammers. And people took a bit of a deeper look into the Talabi sisters, and it turns out everything that they associate with and everything they claim to, like, own, all the pies that they apparently have their fingers in, are make-believe, most likely. There's no evidence any of it's even real. So there's also a very good chance that their strong Instagram numbers are also just fraudulent. It's most likely botted, which isn't unique to the Talabi sisters. I'm sure most of you have heard of that phenomenon on Instagram specifically. These phantom influencers with millions of followers, but you'll click on one of their posts and it has like 15 likes and a single comment from some drooling gooner who doesn't realize it's not real. But in most cases, those are fake people. Like, they don't exist. Sometimes AI, sometimes just like random Photoshop shit. In the Talabi sisters case, it's a little bit more unique because they do actually exist. And their origin goes as far back as like 6 years ago, trying to get their name out there on Dr. Phil, showing off some crazy dance moves that puts JoJo Siwa to shame. Like, they hit some of the wacky ones out there because they're really desperate to be influencers. And now, fast forward to today, 6 years later, they have these accounts with over 1 million followers each, and they're leveraging those numbers to try and get free things.
Influencer ripped off a family-owned small business for hundreds of dollars of food, and she thought she'd get away with it. So Leah here is an influencer who reached out to this Chinese restaurant in LA and asked if they would give her and her sister free food in exchange for content.
Ah yes, the classic Galaxy Brain influencer scheme here of, you give us free shit, and we'll give you one of these. It's just always a terrible deal for whatever company that's working with one of these worms. Leah hopped on the horn, tossed out the cold call asking if they'd be interested in collabing. They said, sure, we'll accommodate. They set a time, then she says that her and her sister will be joined with another food influencer who will be with them. They confirm that they can accommodate and then ask like what the deliverables will be. Will the food influencer post as well? Leah confirms, yes, everyone will post. So they get excited saying, perfect. collaboration we had previously. You will receive 1 drink per person, 1 appetizer per person, 1 entree per person, 1 dessert per person in exchange for 1 Instagram reel and TikTok, 1 Instagram story mention, to which Leah responds, "Perfect, that works!" So now the contract has been signed, the deal with the devil has been made, and they've got a date with 3 of the most insufferable fucking losers you'll ever meet in your life, I'm sure. I guarantee they were probably such a nuisance to serve at the restaurant. I already know.
Leah agrees, but then says she's actually showing up with a group of 6 people. Her justification for this is that she's showing up with a bunch of big food creators and publications who are going to highlight the restaurant. You can see she lists them off here.
Jeepers, she's got the whole bang bus pulling up here full of food influencers, ready to just go hog wild in this restaurant and highlight everything to promote them. We can provide a mix of Instagram reels, stories, and tag posts to highlight your menu, ambiance, and experience, and then list some of the profiles that will be attending. LA Food Magazine, Food Journal Magazine, Food Life Magazine, and let's not forget the most important toilet paper of them all, the Talaby's Instagram account. So now Leah Talaby has changed the terms of the deal. Now she's looking to have the entire fucking football team here come through the LA influencer circuit to run a train on this restaurant here. But I mean, honestly, it's coming out of the goodness of the Talaby heart because they want to just highlight the restaurant. Honestly, they're looking out for them, clearly. They want what's best for the restaurant. So now she's got some of her very powerful food influencer friends representing prestigious magazines. And I already know they're going to be serving up smiles. The staff is going to be pleased to be around them, no doubt. And based on the dance moves and the attitude I saw from the Talaby sisters in the Dr. Phil segment, I already know they are fucking insufferable to be around. I bet they are these reckless oafs in public. Like, I just have this image of them sitting at the table like fucking SpongeBob at the Goofy Goober ice cream parlor, just slamming on the table. Waiter! Waiter! Waiter!
Leah and her group then rack up a $450 tab. She posts a couple of stories and they leave. Now a few weeks pass and nobody from that group has posted what Leah promised, so the restaurant does some digging after Leah ignores their messages. Remember those big food content creators that Leah said she was bringing? Well, the restaurant reached out to one of them directly and they have no idea about this dinner or Leah.
When I heard that stunning revelation, I had to stand up from my seat, hands on my hips. I couldn't believe it. You're telling me that was a lie? You're telling me her food influencer friends didn't actually represent those magazines, and when contacted directly, the magazines denied ever even having heard of the Talabys? What kind of... Saying it out loud, I'm stunned all over again. You're telling me that the Talabys would lie? Oh, it's like venom leaving my lips. I just couldn't even imagine them doing something like that. They seem like such good-natured, wholesome people. Surely the stories are on their way. They represent these magazines. They're busy. The pipeline gets full. They're probably still in the process of writing up a 100-page epic novella all covering this experience they had dining in at that restaurant for free. And surely the promised posts from the Talaby twins are on their way. That's probably still just bogged down in editing. They probably sent it out to like Nolan's editors, in order to really spruce it up and make it the best it can be for some high quality content that the Talaby sisters have become known for. Now, dropping the sarcasm. So, I think it's pretty clear what the scam is. They use these numbers on their Instagram account to go to these companies and these businesses in order to pitch these collaborations to get free shit out of it. And these companies agree because they think that they'll get good promotion out of it. But the reality of the situation is they don't really see anything from it. And in the case of the Talaby sisters, they don't even get the agreed upon posts or anything either. They just end up being out hundreds of product with nothing to show for it at all. And the Talaby sisters seem to bring their friends into the deals. So, like, instead of it just being the Talaby twins, they then bring in a bunch of their friends in order to maximally fist these businesses. And in the case of this restaurant, this is just a small family-owned business. and $450 bill that the Talibis did not pay and seemingly have no interest in paying is not feeling good on a business like that. And that sucks. That really sucks. The name of the restaurant was Men and Beasts, I believe. And the Talibis have now just gone radio silent. They privated their accounts because a lot of people were clowning on them for it and asking if they'll ever go back and pay their tab. And the answer is most likely no. They probably won't. And if that's where the story stopped, there'd be the same old thing that we've seen from countless influencers before them. But they go the extra mile. There is a follow-up here. They have a response, a legal response.
A few days ago, I posted about this influencer who lied to a restaurant to get hundreds of dollars of free food. Well, Leah here saw the video and she didn't like it. She had her lawyer, Ryan Sauter of Sauter Law Group, send me an email demanding that I remove the video or face potential legal action for defamation. Now, there's only one small problem with this. Ryan Sauter isn't a lawyer and Sauter Law Group doesn't exist.
No way! You mean to tell me that the Talibi twins didn't hire the most prestigious lawyer under the sun? Instead, they made up the boogeyman lawyer, Ryan Sauter? No. He's like the cleaner. You just can't find any information on him. He's that hardcore. That must be what's going on. He's deep cover right now. There's no way that something the Talibi sisters did is fake and not real. That just doesn't check out. That doesn't pass the smell test at all. Also, I love the thought process here, or really lack thereof, from these fucking sisters. All right, how can we make this even worse? Let's go ahead and sue the guy for defamation. Well, that's what we'll try. That's always worked. But then one of them must have piped up and said, "Wait a minute, we can't afford a lawyer." All right. Plan B, what if we pretend we're suing him, we'll make up our own lawyer with the help of ChatGPT, and we'll send him a scary email from this supposed lawyer, and that'll bully him into silence. He'll be shaking in his boots. We'll send shivers down his spine with Ryan Sauter, our make-believe lawyer. Yeah, that'll do it.
You see, what Leah and Ryan fail to realize is there's this thing called the California State Bar, which has a database of every licensed attorney in the state of California. And there's no record of a Ryan Sauter. Oh, but it gets better. The business address that Ryan lists in his email signature is associated with a real office building, and that office building has a phone number. And by calling that phone number, I discovered that there's no record of a tenant named Sauter Law Group, and the suite number that Ryan listed is associated with a reception desk.
You fool! What you fail to realize is all of that information is correct. He doesn't work at the reception desk. His office is underneath it, buried 15 levels below ground. He's a subterranean lawyer specializing in only the most serious of defamation cases. Ryan Sauter is the danger. They have to keep him underground in order to even remotely contain his power. It's like in Men in Black when they take the elevator and they go like 10 stories down to find all the aliens and shit. That's where Ryan Sauter thrives, in that environment. So you think you've cracked the case, but you've only exposed your own ignorance to the grand scheme of the Talibi sisters and Ryan Sauter.
Now, you know what is illegal in California? Impersonating an attorney, and rest assured that I am reporting Ryan to the proper authorities. And finally, to Leah, who I know will watch this, you could have just taken some accountability and we all could have moved on. But instead, you and your friend tried to bully somebody but happened to run into the wrong person at the wrong time. Anyways, I would start looking for a real lawyer real soon, buddy.
Unfortunately, I doubt anything's gonna come from that report. I feel like that's the conclusion right there to this whole saga. There's not gonna be anything that's done about it. It's not like the Talibi sisters are gonna be punished for it. Ryan Sauter's not gonna be fucking perp walked or whatever for pretending to be a lawyer. Fucking half of LA is probably pretending to be a lawyer right now. Everyone's probably impersonating a lawyer out there. So I don't think there'll be any like follow-up or anything from the Talibi sisters or any like legal things that unfold from this. but they are just big assholes. The Talabi sisters are using this fake big number on their platforms to leverage free things and free services. There was another individual that came forward telling a similar story of their experience with Talabi sisters. So this is something they have done way more than once from the sound of things. And now, the story doesn't quite stop there. So Otozi recently covered this, and he went even deeper than just like the surface level stuff on their Instagram and like these kind of little scams that they like to run. He looked into everything the Talabi sisters have ever really put their hands in. And it seems like pretty much all of it is fake or at the very least extremely shady.
I did after just doing a little bit of digging. Because when everything went down, I also noticed 2 other accounts that Sarah tagged in her bio that both seem to be run by the sisters, at least in some capacity. So you have the Talabi report, where the girls, I guess, LARP as fashion and trend journalists.
So you can look forward to the Talabi report. We're doing new episodes weekly about all the new trends and beauty trends around the world.
Unfortunately, the Talabi report is also privated, so as you can see, I'm looking a little raggedy right now because I haven't been able to tune in and get the latest in fashion advice and fashion trends. Lord help all of us. Hopefully they won't stay private for long, because what's the world going to do without their insightful, sage wisdom in the world of fashion?
And then you have Visualist Mag, which is described as a leading cultural force distinguished in its rare intersection of art, film, and fashion. There is nothing rare about that intersection. That is the most LA intersection I have ever heard of. Art, film, and fashion. That sounds like half the people in LA.
That gave me quite a giggle, because that truly is shockingly stupid. That is one of the most nothing burger sentences to describe something you could possibly drum up. Hot take, I don't think they AI generated that. I think that is fresh out of the empty thought factory of the Talabi sisters. I think that is their own brand of stupidity right there. They probably thought they were doing something unheard of before. They said it couldn't be done, like cold fusion, but we are going to be the intersection, this rare intersection between art, film, and fashion. Yes, the Holy Trinity.
It's starting to feel like everything the Talabi twins are known for seems to be something of their own creation that they're using puff pieces to try to make look legitimate. For instance, they're supposed to be filmmakers at Changemaker Studios, according to a very flattering Forbes article and IMDb. And the reason I say puff pieces is because all of these articles seem to be by the same group of people, so they could be paid for. Who knows though? But the 2 quote-unquote documentaries they have said that they directed, produced, and starred in, they're nowhere to be found. I couldn't find them online.
That's because these aren't movies to be watched, you imbecile. These are movies to be imagined, and the Talabi sisters take us on a thought journey by dumping empty IMDb pages for these fictitious films. It's actually so incredible. They don't even bother like botting the IMDb pages or anything, so there's literally 0 reviews. These movies actually don't exist. They never existed, and it's not like they were only shown in film festivals or in person, like you had to be there to see them or something. They are actually just not real. It's just a lie. But they did it because they wanted to have those credits so that way they looked more legitimate, it seems. So they're directors, they're stars in movies.
Not to mention, they have suspiciously generic titles and themes, so trying to find confirmation of their existence becomes nearly impossible. And again, this seems to be kind of a theme. For every Talabi business I could find, there's a legitimate one with a similar, if not identical name and model that floods the search results with confusing links and AI explanations. Have a fashion marketing agency called La Lux V that supposedly merged with PR powerhouse agency Koch PR Group. But the problem is, when you go to this powerhouse website, it looks very amateur. Honestly, go to a media school and give them 5 minutes in Canva and they can make something better than this. But regardless, there's like no information on this website and you have to give them your contact information if you want to find out more. But again, what do you know? There actually is a legit Koch PR company that comes up when you search them up, muddying the waters yet again.
When you look up this merger of the Talabi sisters company with Koch, the only 2 articles you can find are from the same place called PR Underground. Now, I'm not familiar with PR Underground. I don't know what the vetting process is. But is there a chance that this is just, once again, not real? There's a high likelihood. It's more likely than you might think. Talabi sisters still make bullshit up the old-fashioned way, it seems. At least, that's the impression I get.
Anonymous tip to Dumoy, which is a celebrity gossip page, and they got called out for trying to pretend that they hooked up with Timothy Chalamet and Leonardo DiCaprio at Coachella. Again, I mean, they are just desperate for any attention whatsoever.
I just looked at the Leonardo DiCaprio message I got from a Finsta, spotted Leo DiCaprio at Coachella party with model Leah Talabi, her sister. They were kissing and cuddling the whole time. So these sisters were trying to set me up to post that one was making out with Timmy and one was making out with Leo.
Actually trying everything to just get their names out there for a crumb of attention. So they submitted their own anonymous tips to this gossip page about how one of the sisters was making out with Timothy Chalamet and the other was with Leonardo DiCaprio.
And Sarah wasted no time capitalizing on the gossip. So she was speaking out about this all over the place, except all she was doing was avoiding confirming or denying the rumors, trying to just garner sympathy and promoting another book that I couldn't find anywhere. Because when I tried to look up that book, I found an article referencing another book, and I can't find that other book either.
Such a glorious and pathetic mess. These fucking sisters are so embarrassingly cringe. Holy shit. So yeah, they submit their own anonymous tip, and it loosely got picked up by others, not even as like a rumor, just more of like it's something to make fun of. Like, people were just insulting the Talabi sisters for this obviously fake baloney, because when they were asked for evidence like a pic or something, they just then ghosted. They just vanished. So then they also tried to weigh in about, like, you know, the mental toll that this secret relationship with Timothy Chalamet had on her. And then also tried to, like, shout out a book that didn't exist that was also referenced in another book that also doesn't seem to exist. It's, oh my god, it's actually incredible. Their entire lives are just lies. Like, everything they do is just a lie, it seems. There's nothing true or real about them. What the fuck? Actually, just a wild little story here and a look at some real freaks. So yeah, I wanted to just yap about this a bit. That's it. See ya. That's what you would have seen if you were the doctor delivering me when I was a baby. It's time for a classic make fun of Twitch moment. I just learned about their new sponsorship opportunities, and I know I'm a little tardy to the party on this one, but I'm still gonna get the farty sharded, because this is very impressive clown behavior from Twitch. This one's even more out of touch than their normal shenanigans. So, Twitch now has sponsorships which are open to streamers now to opt in. Woo! Yeah, this is a good opportunity for streamers to make some money doing streams, right? Wrong, you goddamn imbecile. This is a good opportunity for Twitch to make some money by treating you like a fleshlight. So Matt sent me this tweet here about the Twitch sponsorships, and it's in regards to the 2XKO campaign in particular, where Twitch is now offering this sponsorship where you play 2XKO, and instead of getting paid for it, instead of getting paid by, you know, Riot Games or Twitch as part of this sponsorship, your community has to gift subs, so your community is the one that's paying for this sponsorship, and if they gift 5 subs, then 2XKO gifts an additional bonus sub. It's as stupid as it sounds. So basically, you can do a sponsorship here and earn $0 for it. If your community decides not to gift 5 subs, which is $25, then you as the streamer make literally $0 from accepting a fucking partnership through Twitch with Riot Games. Now, make no mistake, Twitch has been paid by Riot Games for this sponsorship. Wow, I started hitting like a fat lisp there, like baby talk. They have been paid by Riot Games to promote 2XKO through the sponsorship tab. So Twitch has already made money from this sponsorship, and now it's pushing it out to any streamers that want to elect for it without Twitch needing to pay them for it, because instead the onus will be put on viewers to pay them for some reason, and then Riot Games will gift an additional one if they meet the threshold, which is 5 gifted subs. That's lunacy. So also, Twitch is making a portion on every single gift sub too, by the way. So Twitch has already earned from the partnership with Riot Games for 2XKO, and they will earn off of your community gifting subs to you, and also earn when Riot Games gifts an additional one, if they gift an additional one, if someone gets 5 gift subs during the sponsorship. Actual insanity. The greed is laughable. Like, this is like cartoonishly dumb. And I had to see it for myself, so I went on my Twitch dashboard, went to the sponsorship page, and sure enough, there she blows. So it gives you a little rundown on what 2XKO is, and then you get the promo details. You can only activate this campaign while streaming 2XKO, stream 2XKO during this campaign, and bonus gift subs will become available to your community. For every bundle of 5 gift subs purchased on your channel, Riot Games will add 1 bonus sub in celebration of 2XKO now being available on consoles. For reference, 1 gift sub is about $2.50 to most streamers on the platform. So, how generous the benevolent saints on the 2XKO brand partnership team are willing to give $2.50 to communities that have individuals fork over $25 during the streaming of their game. What an interesting model. But be on the lookout, because they'll also be periodically giving out even more gift subs on top of that. This offer is only available on your channel during the campaign dates and while you're streaming 2XKO. Bonus gift sub earnings are paid out based on your typical net revenue share. You must opt in to participate in this offer. Terms apply. What a nifty idea, where the only person that walks away with a W is Twitch, because it costs them $0 and they make money on already securing the partnership with Riot for 2XKO, and the gift subs from the streamers community, and the gift subs from Riot with 2XKO. And Twitch, they didn't have to do anything. That's fucking free money right there. Holy Toledo. Very interesting. So the way it worked previously on like the bounty board was Twitch would present offers to streamers through the bounty board, typically lower than what you'd see if you worked with like an agent or whatever who represents you. But the idea was it's accessible to any streamer and like only a few clicks away from accepting a brand sponsorship. And the way it worked is Twitch would secure these deals and they would take a cut of that brand partnership, but you would get paid for the campaign. So like, stream, the poop that took a pee for 2 hours and you'll get $800 or $1,000 or something. Twitch has already made money by partnering with that brand, and now you as the streamer can make your piece of that pie if you want to accept that deal and stream like that. Whereas this new innovative method here, this nifty idea, means you can actually earn $0, and Twitch has already earned off just having this brand partnership. So there's no like actual payment anymore, like campaign payment from the brand. It now has to come from your community to even trigger the brand to give you like $2.50 on top of it. Yeehaw. Like, well, I don't understand how they thought this was a good idea. Now, looking at the sponsorship page, they still do have the old method of like campaigns where there's a payout offered for like streaming Marvel Rivals or something, right? So like that's still there, but now this seems to be another campaign offer that they're willing to play around with. It's pretty embarrassing. This shouldn't even be something that's offered because it's just terrible for the streamer. And like I said, plenty of people over the years have criticized the Twitch bounty board, which is now the sponsorship page, because the payouts they offer are much, much, much lower than if you worked with like an agent or even represented yourself to brands that you want to work with, because now Twitch has to take a piece of the pie here, whereas with like an agent or if you did it yourself, you then would have like an agent fee, like a management fee, or if you did it yourself, there wouldn't be any of that. So you definitely have like higher earning potential through working with brands that way than you ever would through the bounty board. But the idea of it could definitely be useful for streamers that don't have access to agents or don't want to like reach out to brands themselves. So there's always been like a place for it, and there are some people that really do swear by it, and that's completely understandable. But this kind of offering of like you get a free gift sub if someone in your community, just a normal viewer, donates $25 beforehand, that's your payment. That's unhinged. There's not even a guarantee that the brand is going to pay you for streaming their game, because it all hinges on whether or not your community decides to fork over 25 clams during your streaming of that product for whatever reason. It's a campaign where the brand isn't the one paying you to play it and stream it for X amount of hours. It's your community that's paying you to do so, and then the brand will come in and give you like $2 sometimes That's actually blows my mind they thought this was a good idea. Now, as of right now, it's only 2xKO with this bonus sub fucking working for free tip campaign. I don't even know what to call this disaster. But I imagine it probably won't be the only one if this, like, proves the concept. Like, if a lot of streamers accept that sponsorship deal, I imagine we'll see more of this because it is extremely cheap for the brand. Because instead of paying, you know, hundreds of dollars or whatever, they now only have to do $2.50 worth sometimes. Well, they pay $5 for the sub, but the streamer's getting $2.50 is what I'm saying. It's extremely cheap for them to just, like, occasionally have to drop an additional gift sub if the community for some reason dropped 25 prior. They are not even the ones paying for the partnership, like I said. It is basically the community that's paying the streamer for these campaigns. It's very, very, very cheap for these brands to do, and Twitch makes the lion's share of all of it, so it's great for them. So I imagine that there will be more that follow this model. It probably won't just be 2xKO, but I would strongly encourage you, streamers of any and all sizes, to not accept those sponsorship deals. Those are fucking terrible. But I'm not your dad, you do what you want. I just wanted to yap about this because it was so fucking silly. Just another out-of-touch decision from Twitch. They really know how to give the community what they're asking for. That's really about it. See ya.